take offense to the use of the fucking you guys.
You guys,
I
as a
mean, every time
collective,
Shabba done something fucking dumb
you've
that affected
already
the
you've already
party.
you've already decided you're a bunch of filthy commies who do everything as a collective. So it's you guys. Anyways, yeah, we can get right into it. Let's see what I've got here. Recaparino.
The plain pizza with cheese.
Alright, so previously, oh yeah, I don't know if you guys missed it, but Isaac, yeah, I think all of you were here when I said that. Isaac's not playing tonight. Anyways, so I'll have to play Bosner, and he's, yeah. So anyways, where we picked up, the party had just received a stone speaker crystal, and were on their way to an archive of the past to inquire into the Demon Lord uprising and maybe gain some insight into how it came to be. As that was happening, Angrod was currently speaking with Ustova, the Keeper of the Future, and a seer. Angrod learned that her visions had become clouded and that images of blood permeated with a sign of a two-pronged fork, fire, blood, and death strewn with bloody twin fork symbols, excessive growth and rot, and visions obscured with slime, as well as another, a being with a ram head, bulbous body who wields a wand made of a skull and spine the size of a mace. After this exchange, Angrod decided to leave and make for the archives of the present, which Urmus inhabited, perhaps on Ustova's advice, to gain a stone speaker's crystal, but on the way bumped into the rest of the party, who were on their way upwards to seek answers from the past. After exchanging what they had learned, two figures approached. One an aged drow man in long flowing green robes and deep red eyes, and the other a large toad-like creature with grey skin and a menacing maw. The man revealed himself to be Vizeran Devere, and appeared to be the only other visitor in the library, him and Clev, who occupied the present. After some exchanging of valuable information, Nihal mentioned the party was on a mission to find out a means to send the demon lords from whence they came. Vizerant took an interest in this and explained that you guys shared common goals and should collaborate on the matter, as he was currently looking into a way to reverse the demon lord resurgence himself. He expressed his reasoning, mentioned that he was an exile of Menzoberranzan, for not following Lolf, who seemed to despise and wished for his people to be free of Lolf's influence. You guys cautiously agreed to meet with him 3 days from then and exchange what you learned. Over the course of the next 3 days, the party used the crystal to see into the past and present, as other members looked through the stone tablets of the library to find out more info relative to the Underdark, noble people, and demon lords. Information was gathered by those seeking it on various gods/goddesses such as Lolf, as well as settlements within the Underdark such as Gauntlgrim. The party shared the crystal around, attuning to it each time, and you received a vision firstly of a drow archmage summoning through rifts, who you later found was summoning demons through rifts, who you later found out was a man called Gromf Bon Ray. Bosner attuned to the crystal one day and found out his son was alive, although it appeared as a slave to the Durgar in some mine inside a walled city bordering a body of water. On another day, whilst remaining in the prison archives, you inquired about the Black Gem and how the Order of the Gauntlet were handling the matter. I'd seen a dark cavern whereby Tamriel was holding the gem with a crazy look on her face and a dead Olaf off to the side. The, the last vision you had was another personal one, at least from Angrod's perspective, as he deceived the rest of the party, you all, in a sense, and selfishly asked into the fate of his own sister rather than finding out further information on the whereabouts of the demon lords or sort of what drives them or any info like that. But what he found was that she was bound by manacles, surrounded by panicked drow elves, and as it appeared in some underdark city full of drow was under siege from a two-headed snakish/ape-like creature known as the Demigorgon, to which I realised Angro didn't know who it was, but you could probably infer. She appeared to use the chaos to her advantage and escape the clutches of her slavers, and upon exiting the city, it seemed, fell into the clutches of another figure who possessed a ram-like head, bulbous body, and large bat-like wings protruded out of his silhouette and extended before the vision came to a close. From previous research and what you've inquired into at Graven Hall, you found out that it was probably the Orcus
Dorcas!
or some figure who shared a likeness to Orcus. In a panic, Angrod made for the entrance and wanted to leave. The party agreed, but only if they stopped by Araj on the way to Menzoberranzan to meet with Vizeran. And one retcon I should do, I said as you guys travelled, about a month passed, but that's bullshit because you basically travelled unencumbered thanks to the ominous guidance of the library through these tunnels. And you guys actually travelled for about 10 days, because it was unimpeded, eastward, and you never encountered anything that was trying to kill them. Eerily so, actually. But eventually you guys came across the secret entrance to Araj, and upon entering, what stood was a tower of several stories high, carved out of a stalagmite. And as you entered through the large iron doors, you were met with a drift globe emanating a violet light, and it moved forward ahead of you guys and hovered above the central well, which was surrounded by a spiraling staircase leading upwards. And there was a stone thrown off to the left, and suits of empty, motionless armour decorating the level. And that's where we left off. So you guys are standing. So yeah, there's three steel armor suits around you. A big central well. You guys are like on the outer rim. There's like a sort of depression into the ground, into the stone, where the central well is, and the drift globe's floating above it. And around the outskirts is this spiraling staircase leading upward. And it's a square. It's like this tower itself is rectangular in nature.
Can I peer into the well, Jordan?
Sure can. As you look over, the depression doesn't go very far. It's like 10 feet or so downwards, and it's empty.
That's good to know.
It's done for.
We should head up the stairs then, I guess.
After you, bad boy.
The drift globe begins to like slowly float upwards.
I'll go up the stairs following it.
Okay.
Cautiously.
I'm right behind
I'll
you.
follow.
And then I'm last.
And
Bosner asks, where's my son?
where's my son?
Where is
Where is he? Frank, you've noticed of late he's gotten rather beefy, and it would appear he is, as of now, completely fully grown as a hook horror,
Oh, he grows up so fast.
and he's rather large, taking up more space as a result, and he's considered a large creature from now on.
Can we still pet its beak?
Yeah. He's like he's like 8 foot, 9 foot tall, but he's pretty thick. With
Can
two
I ride
C's.
him?
You could try.
Can he come upstairs?
The stairs look they look like they could accommodate him if he like sort of squishes his body in. But as you guys start heading up and Frank's kind of looking around and clumsily steps into the central well. He begins levitating there, just floating. He's just like, "Meow." And you can see he's like flailing around. And then like
Attaboy.
he kind of floats almost like there's 0 G where the well is, and then just like flops to the ground outside the well and sort of slowly wriggles himself up.
no.
But he begins to follow, and um, yeah, as you begin making your way up, uh, the first level, you see there is a door you come across as you go one story up, but there's still further to go up, and this kind of continues on. So as you go past each level, there's kind of like a doorway, well, a door, a large iron one on each one. As you like start coming up, and you continue second floor, third, fourth, you see a figure walking down. Um, it looks to be a deep gnome, a little grey-skinned, bald, pointy-eared deep gnome, and it kind of looks at you all and just grunts, just, and then like waves you and continues like heading up the stairs as the drift globe like keeps floating up the central well.
I guess we're gonna have to follow him.
Yep, I follow.
Sure.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, are any of the doors open?
No, they're all closed. You didn't try any of them.
No, I don't want to.
Okay. I mean, there's a few levels to go. You still can on the way up. But
Okay, fuck yeah, one.
oh god,
On the 6th floor.
the sixth floor. Okay. As you get to the sixth floor,
There's no door.
okay. As you begin going up, you get to the fifth floor, where the deep gnome stops. So it's up to you, and like pushes like the iron door open. You can continue to the sixth floor if you want. But as you
Right,
look, as you look up the steps, you see it's more like a sort of hatch, like a sort of iron hatch, like not long, like 20 feet up or so, up the stairs.
It's the
Okay.
attic.
I think it's a good time for me to not go to the 6th floor. Just go in the door.
Yeah. Okay. So as you guys walk in, you see dimly lit, like this whole tower, I should say, there are little dim spots of drift globes here and there, all violet. And you see as you come into this room, a long banquet table made of wood, and there are several drift globes floating at each corner of the room. It's large. It looks like it looks like a study, although with a sort of banquet table in the center. And like you see, there looks to be over to the right, like in a far right corner, a bunch of another small round table with a bunch of alchemical stuff going on, like different herbs, potions. It looks like you see sort of robes laying around everywhere, and like scroll, like he's got bookcases and scrolls, and further along, sort of in the center, at the back of the room, you see a drow man, Vizeran, sat there, sort of looking over books, and as you walk in, he looks up and closes the book, and as you see the deep gnome walk over in his direction, the deep gnome morphs and changes form up to Clev, and he looks like a
Okay.
giant grey-toed creature once again. And as you all come in, the door shuts behind you,
Magically.
and
We're all
you
going
see. You also see like sort of candles that have been lit floating off to either side of the room and like being like levitating towards the table. And yeah, and Vizeran says, "Ah, my guests, please take a seat." And like you see that chairs, this chairs around this table, this long rectangular table, looks like it's being prepped for food or something. The chairs get pulled out at different times, one by one.
Dip on the first one.
I take control of my seat. Like, when I go to take my seat, I sit down and I push it in. I don't let the seat push me in.
Okay. So you come in and pull your seats. Once everyone gets seated, he stands up and joins you on the other side of the table, as you're all kind of facing his direction on one side and he's facing you. And you see Clev just like stood there behind him, not far, 5 feet or so off to the side behind. And he's keeping an eye on you, clearly.
Oh, Clavis.
Yeah, Clev. And Vizeran sat down and he looks over you all. And like Frank's just kind of sat there, stood there in the back like,
I chuck him a piece of meat and I tell him to sit.
well, there's no food just yet, but there are
I have
goblets.
my own.
There are empty oh, you got your own food. Oh, cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, so as you throw a bit, he just goes,
One piece is probably not enough for him anymore.
he's a big boy. And he says, I have food coming. I can tend to your hook horror if you wish.
Sure. We are a bit hungry.
I'll see it done. And you see, like, he holds out his right hand and it lights up for a moment, like a dull grey light. Like, he's got his, like, his index and middle finger kind of extended out. And then he just closes his hand and looks to you all. And then moments pass and the doors open. And you just see a bunch of floating foods come into the room. And they're kind of bobbing as if something walking is taking them. They aren't just like seamlessly floating. And it appears to be, like, as they start setting it down, he says, please enjoy a drink with your food. And he has like a bottle off the side and starts pouring into each one of your goblets from this sort of large bottle, this large green bottle with like a orange label on the front. And like as the food's getting laid down, he raises his cup to you all and takes a sip and puts it down.
Who wants to take the first sip?
I'm gonna do the same. Fuck it.
Okay. You take a
I
drink.
ask him if he has anything alcohol free.
Alcohol free. He says, I could provide some water.
I'll do.
He says, very well. And he, like, does the same again. And shortly after, a little brown wooden cup gets put down on the table in front of you. But as you drink it, Aranvir, it tastes spicy. It's like a spicy liquor.
Alright.
Tastes alright. Especially considering where you are in the Underdark. But as you guys are getting settled, what you see in front of you on the food are sort of dried mushrooms, some kind of meat that smells like it's been smoked, and yeah, just like a whole mixture of sort of mushrooms and that meat. And sort of plates get laid out in front of you, and you see like slices of these big joints of meat get sliced off and the platters they're on, sort of cut up into portions you could like take off the platter yourself. And the Vizeran crosses his fingers over and says, "Please take a moment to relax before we discuss business. Enjoy."
Okay.
Do you all start eating?
Like, I'm very preoccupied with my eat. Like, I'm like playing with my food and stuff like that.
Sure.
I'll eat. Fuck it.
Okay.
I just wait a couple of minutes. If Aronville doesn't die, then I start to eat.
Sure. As you eat, the meat tastes very gamey. Kind of like some kind of like deer or something, but not quite deer. There's like a strange spice to it, and the meat itself is darker than sort of venison.
Yeah.
Yep.
I ask him what the meat is. What meat is this?
He says, it's meat from
Crem.
the Rothe.
From what?
Rothe. Have you never tried it?
No.
It is a... How do you say? What do you have on this surface again? It is like a bull from your world.
Ah, I think we've encountered something before.
Perhaps. It says there are large horned creatures. Anyhow, is it to your liking?
It's passable.
Good, good. And, yeah, you feel fine. Yeah, just now.
Okay, then I start to eat.
And, yeah, so, like, after a moment, everything's placed down. Everything that was laying it down seems to have left for now, and the door closes. And he says, "So, it has been some days. Did you find anything in your research on the demon lords? Every piece of information can help."
Orcus is at Menzoberranzan.
At Menzoberranzan.
So is. Oh wait, I didn't know that.
Within the city walls?
On the outskirts, the Demigorgon is attacking it.
Yes, I had heard such reports. Nothing of Orcus, however.
How dangerous is Orcus on his own?
Orcus... Well, dangerous is very subjective. As a whole, he is a demon lord, and as such, one of the most dangerous creatures probably inhabiting our plane at the moment. So I'd say extremely dangerous.
After all, he's the Lord of Death. He just wants to kill.
As do a lot of the demon lords.
But him especially.
True.
Do you have any idea how we could defeat Arcus?
Kind of squints at you and says, Don't you want to return all of the demon lords back to the abyss? Why the special attention to Orcus?
Well, one at a time.
We know where he is right now.
You know exactly where he is.
No,
Man's in Baranzan.
he could be away from there by now, but I need to find that bastard.
Yes. And
Well, it was there when we left the library.
ah, so you had a vision.
Yes.
Hmm. I do not think it wise to tackle a demon lord head on. However,
I slap the table. I like. However, what?
yes, I was getting to that. However, if you all agree to join forces in defeating these demon lords. Oh, 1 second. Anyways, if you agree to join forces in defeating the demon lords, then I will explain what I have found.
We'll take all the help we can get.
Sorry about that again.
We'll take all the help we can get.
Ah, so we are in agreement. Before we continue, I must know what else you have learned of use.
What did we tell you last time? Okay, a lot happened.
Are you telling me I should have a lower intelligence?
Well, I can't remember what we told him and what not because the time is all fucked up in the library, so chill out.
You did not reveal too much, as you did not have time, it seemed, to do research, but you told me of the seer's visions and of Orcus's presence, but nothing much else of note.
Can I just lean to Aramvir as he's sitting next to me?
Yeah.
Just lean to him like, should we tell him about the ball?
What?
It might
Yeah.
be important.
It probably is important. He might know what it is, so.
And I slap the table.
Mm-hmm.
Why is
I
everybody
go,
slapping the table?
He says, careful, this table is crafted by the finest artisans.
oh yeah, I can feel that.
Yeah, you look at it,
Very
it's
expensive.
It's quite a nice table, actually. But anyhow,
I admire your table, sir. And I just,
That's why you slap it. Bondage.
I appreciate it.
yes,
And-
you were saying.
Well, there might be another demon lord. Or anyone who's just as evil as a demon lord. Who's out there in the Underdark right now. We came across a red orb that had mind-influencing properties.
A red orb.
About big enough to hold in a hand.
Did this
And
orb have any other features? Something that distinguishes it?
I look at Angrod.
I was jet black, and if I remember correctly, it had like like a gold, like sort of like. Trying to think of the word for it. Like it was like a gold crown on either end of it.
It says, I have not heard of such an item. And you say it has powers.
Well, when I came in contact with it,
And
you know,
Bosnia.
and Boston, well, definitely with me, it was very keen on me trying to release whoever it was inside.
Ah, so someone was inside.
We believe anyway.
Someone who wanted death and a lot.
That does not
Yo.
sound good.
Now Bosnia slaps
So-
the table. Where is my son?
No, Bosner's just munching. He doesn't give a shit. He's just eating, stuffing his face, drinking his liquor.
So reluctantly, democracy ruled we give it to the paladin to take to their wizards to figure out what to do with it. And then, lo and behold,
Paladins.
they touch the rock and
Paladins
It's
of
not
what?
Paladins of Paladins.
Tiamat.
He's like,
the paladins of the surface world.
They were. What the fuck
Order
was
of
their
the
order
Hand.
called? That's the one.
he says, oh, I have never had dealings with the Order. Although this does not seem to me to relate in any way to the Demon Lords. Unless you found it, somehow it did, in the library.
Did not find it in the library, no. It could be just an evil creature.
Definitely felt demonic in nature. I whisper under my breath.
Is there anything else? I must know everything you know, everything you've learned about each individual Demon Lord.
Did we tell him? We never told him anything the last time, did we?
Not really, because you guys went to the
Yeah,
future
yeah.
and like you got told to get this crystal. You haven't had the crystal when you spoke to him.
Yeah, we did.
Did we tell him what
Oh yeah,
No,
when
you
you
hadn't
met him the
used it
second
yet.
time.
You
Yeah.
hadn't used it yet.
when we met up? We told him what demon lords there are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he told us to not tell him too much because wolves
The
have
wolves are
ears and eyes.
Yes, that
Ah.
is true. Little half elf.
Which one? Me?
As he looks at
Um,
No, the nice one, the nice looking one, me.
So me.
Shut up.
Is this all you've learned?
Well, there are things that we haven't learned, and there are things that we have encountered.
He says, I had hoped you would have learned the whereabouts of one of the demon lords, as it is rather important for my plan.
Well, we found.
which
Yes.
demon lord?
What is your plan?
Any will do.
Well, we know that Demogorgon's in Menzo Barons.
days ago was this?
10 days
Ish.
ish.
Eesh.
I am sure that the Demogorgon will have been driven off by now by the archmages.
Or still.
Ziggitmoy
Or
was in but what's it called again?
Mushroom
Never
Village.
Never bright, never fucking.
Look at your map.
Oh,
It still says Mushroom Village.
And
It was
the
called
fish
It's called
people.
Neverlight Grove,
Yeah,
Right,
it was
aye,
never like
so-
yeah.
but the merchant doesn't know the name of it.
Like the fish people told us that they saw the Demigorgon as well.
Yes, I am sure many people have seen the demon lords at different times. However, I would like to know where they are now.
Well, one was in a lake. I think he went to.
Well, nevertheless, you have some idea on some of their whereabouts, which is, like I said, of importance, but we will just have to see. I will share with you what I have learned and my plan to defeat the demon uprising.
Hmm.
The only one of my kind who could ever match me in the art of magic was Grumph Bonray. I think we knew him from the moment we met that we were destined to be rivals. But where I sought only to master the art, Grumph was also an astute political manipulator. He was no more devout than I in the service of the Spider Queen, but he arranged for my disgrace and exile. Deprived of my skills, my house fell to a rival, House Do'Urden. Grumph became the archmage of Menzoberranzan under the auspices of his own house, the first house of the ruling council. Grumph and I only ever had two things in common: our passion for the art and our hatred of the manner in which our fellow mages suffer at the hands of the matron mothers and mistresses of the drow. Grumph has always hungered for power, and not even becoming archmage of Menzoberranzan was enough to satisfy him. From this tower of exile I kept watch of Grom's activities. This was no easy task, given his suspicious and circumspect nature. Nonetheless, my observations revealed that he was crafting a unique ritual, one that somehow drew on the energy of the Vizeran to channel incalculable arcane power. When Gromf performed this ritual, the walls between the planes shuddered. Then, as you might now have realized, the demon lords were wrenched from their lairs of the abyss and cast about here in the Underdark. What we all witnessed in Graven Hollow, well, confirms this. This is what I know as of now, and do you have questions thus far?
How do you gather these reports? How did you hear that the Demogorgon was in Menzoberranzan?
I have contacts in Menzoberranzan who I would label allies, such as the Council of Spiders, a dark council who operates from the shadows, who appear to be now in opposition to Lolth, and they seek the fall of the matrons and Lolth and her influence from our city.
But they are not exiled like you, are they?
I have my ways. Do you know of scrying?
Scrying.
It is divination. It allows you to see, much like your visions in Graven Hollow, other places.
And how does this site work exactly?
You must leave an enchanted artifact in the area you wish to scry on.
Hmm.
Mm.
It takes a fair amount of power to do so.
So it acts like a fly in the wall.
You could say that.
Yeah.
Although it's rather limited.
What did you say Grove drew his power from? The phase or something?
Yes, the Vizeran. It is the magical energy. You probably have come across it on your travels. It is infused within a lot of the fungi and fauna in the Underdark, and it disrupts the flow of magic in the weave and causes distortions, especially to teleportation magics. It is very dangerous to teleport within the Underdark, as the Vizeran has grown stronger with the Demon Lord's presence. It also resonates in more civilized areas in the Underdark and almost feeds off the psyche of sentient beings. You often find it near civilization. And it tends to cause madness.
That could explain the jogger.
That can explain why my poor.
You cut out there. What'd you say?
Me.
Yeah.
That can explain why my portal fucked up.
Yes, portals are subject to Vizeran.
When was the
No, on you go, Shalom.
when was the last time you spoke to the Council of Spiders?
Last I spoke to them was not 3 days ago. They have grown silent since.
And what did they say about the Demon Lords there 3 days ago?
Well, the chaos has subsided. The Council of Spiders is not but a few members, and they have been staying out of sight. Ever since the arrival of the demon.
And is there a schedule that you have with them? Or do you just talk to them whenever there's some information to be known?
Yes, I use sending and speak to them when necessary. Although
Right.
it could be dangerous to do in such a climate. What I want is to not see the Underdark become home to the denizens of the Abyss, and I will stop at nothing to send them back. Vizeran would also be subject to such a fate if left unchecked, so it is in everyone's best interest, and I'm glad to hear you're willing to help. Now, to the plan I have in mind. Demons are creatures ruled by madness and hatred. Even the greatest and most powerful of them. They war ceaselessly on each other in the abyss. And if my research has told me anything, it has told me that they have already begun to do so in the Underdark. So, I propose we play them against each other, and then deal with the weakened victors all at once. I believe I have the ability to devise and cast a ritual similar to Grumpf's, but nowhere near as dangerous or foolish. This will draw the most powerful demon lords together to the site of the original summoning. Once they are brought together, they will try to destroy each other. But only the demon lords might destroy each other's physical manifestations here in our world. Their essence cannot be extinguished. They will thus be cast back into the abyss, as effectively as if they had been banished. The ritual needs certain components to produce the talisman which will draw the demons together. Then, a rite to empower and activate it. Then, blood and battle, such as this world has never seen, between the lords of the abyss. Any survivors among the demon lords will be sorely weakened, and should be far easier to destroy. All I need are the necessary ingredients, and ideally a look at Gromp's grimoire and notes from his sanctum, where the drow archmage watches you.
Well,
You're basically wanting to start a war.
And like, yeah, well, he looks to you, Angrod, and a little grin comes across his face. A war between demon lords, the likes this world has never seen. And it will be their end.
sounds good
You
to
know,
me.
I mean, do they have to do it here?
Yeah, but
Can
there's
they
only
sit-
one problem.
Yes,
Even if we get them against each other, and one by one they get killed by one, that one still lives.
yes.
But they'll be weakened, and we can fight them.
But we can't
where we
destroy
come-
him. Ever.
You can destroy their physical embodiment, and in doing so, send their essence back to the abyss where they belong.
But you just said that just a demon lord can destroy the physical body of another demon lord.
Well, don't you worry about that. I have something in mind.
No, that's vague.
I do worry about that because then we are left with one that is upset and he wants to kill everybody.
Well, you mistake words. Demon lords can't be defeated. It is a difficult endeavor, I assure you. I said demon lords may not be extinguished, but they can be defeated. The final one's essence will be sent back to the abyss, if there is survivors, which the demon lords are ruthless and engulfed by hatred for one another. The chances that even one will survive is not great. But always be prepared.
Is there no way gather them and then send them to, their plane more accessible to their war cost? I mean, figure out how to gather them, for you get the ingredients for your ritual, and then bring them all together, and then let them fight it out. Well, how much will it cost?
What do you mean? The cost? The cost of
Well,
what?
like-
The cost to whom?
the world, the life.
Do you refer to the denizens of Menzoberranzan? As
And I slap, I mean the entire goddamn world.
I think you overestimate the power which will be unleashed. True, Menzoberranzan will become a former shadow of itself, and many may die in the process.
Can we not evacuate them?
Good luck with the drow.
I would
De
like to see you.
getting attacked.
Well, you run or die. That's simple. As simple as that.
I am sure
Ah.
once the demon lords begin fighting one another, many will not be inclined to stay. However, if you wish to inform the denizens of Menzoberranzan of your doings and dealings, then I'm afraid you will probably run into some trouble.
I think most people in Menzoberranzan will be keen to help their queen, Lolth, fight against other demons. Is there another place that we could complete this ritual?
It will have to be Menzoberranzan, the site in which the ritual took place. He says, in my research I also found Lolth is behind the plot to bring the demon lords to the Underdark through her manipulation of Grumpf. She is using the drow as pawns in her schemes to dispose of her demonic rivals and seize power in the abyss, it seems. And thanks to Grumpf, that has become a reality. Whether it was intentional or not, he serves Loth. Perhaps this could be a fresh start for my people, although many may die. I see it as a worthy sacrifice. Few for the many. Else, the entire plane is doomed. And it will become a reflection of the abyss itself.
Yeah. And I say, what would I go to do? Cause I just sit in my seat and I've got a scowl on my face, like I am.
Yeah. He leans back and
I'm not
takes a
convinced.
sip of his spicy liquor. Says your thoughts to all of you.
Sounds good, doesn't work.
This
Worth a try.
this will work. If it does not, we're all doomed.
Nice.
Can only hope Lolth is not gonna be the last one standing. Otherwise we might have to deal with the whole Underdark.
Lolth does not have an interest in the material plane. She seeks to usurp the abyss. She wants ultimate control of the abyss whilst all the demon lords and princes are absent. Using my people as puppets and slaves.
Cool. Well, What do you need then?
The talisman, which is needed to perform the ritual. It's very unique. It is called the Dark Heart, and is made up of many unique components, to which I will list off. I need an intact egg of a purple worm for channeling great physical power.
Mm-hmm.
I need the central eye of a beholder to break down magical resistance and overcome magical forces.
What were the first two?
An egg of a purple worm and a eye of.
You broke up there, I don't know.
Central Eye of a Beholder.
I got that one.
Intact eye of egg of a purple worm.
And that's it.
And a
Oh,
dark
okay.
heart medal.
Dark Heart, what?
Medal. Medallion to be worn.
Alright.
Well, that's what I need. Those are the ingredients that he needs to make the talisman.
Sorry.
No, by all means. This is very important. 6 feathers, each from 6 different angels. The authority of celestial realms, and a force to enrage fiendish creatures.
Mm-hmm. That's easy to find.
The heart of a Goristro, to reach the influence of the heart of demons.
Heart of a what?
Goristro.
Spell that for me.
Chris.
G-O-R-I-S-T-R-O.
G-O-R-I-S-T-R-O.
Goristo. Tro. Whatever. Okay?
The Goristro is a large demonic fiend, akin to a bull or a minotaur.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
I need 13 tin masks. They're also known as the devil's mushrooms. And they sprout from footprints of a Balor or Garistro. This will
Nice.
be used as a lure to draw the demons in.
What after the mushrooms?
A Gristro or a Valor, did you say?
Yes. Or a Maralith too, but those are more rare.
Like 6 feather from 6 different angels. For example.
I do not know this reference.
Don't worry.
A few drops of blood from a demon lord to connect the demons to the ritual. Hence why it was rather important to find out the whereabouts of a demon lord. And finally, once all these ingredients have been gathered, I can make the talisman, and I will need Grom's grimoire and his notes to cast the ritual. I need to understand how he summoned them before, and apply this to the talisman, the Dark Heart.
So, an egg, an eye, 6 feather, an heart, 10 evil mushroom, and a few drops of blood.
Yes,
It's a beholder eye.
It's angel feather.
And he says, each of you, hand me your maps.
Yes,
Okay.
How do you know we have maps?
Because you
Dated
handed
them
them
dated
before.
them earlier, you... -1 intelligence.
See, then he's telling me that I need to get my intelligence down.
I think I'm just retroactively losing intelligence.
Frank has bad memories though.
Good thing Frank's dead.
He scrolls on your maps and copies them over with arcane energy and hands them back, and you see he's updated them.
Neat.
And he says, I have an idea where you can find most of these ingredients. The rest will be up to you, but the purple worm egg and beholder eye can perhaps be found in the worm writhings where purple worms reside, and I've heard whispers of a beholder there, although I do not know if it is true. The angel feathers and demon heart can be found in the labyrinth, more than likely. You will have to travel to Menzoberranzan for the grimoire, and the 10 masked mushrooms and blood will be left to your discretion. And he puts a bag on the table, quite a large sack, and a few vials. And he says, for the collection of the ingredients, this is a bag of preserving. Anything held within this bag will not rot and decay.
I'll take it.
Okay.
God, that bizarre.
Yep, he sits there, takes another sip of his drink, and pops one of the mushrooms in his mouth. He's just looking to you all. You're welcome to stay for a while, but I urge you to make haste. I fear we do not have long.
And what are you gonna do in the meantime?
Continue my research into the ritual.
Ask what do you know of a spell called Greater Banish?
Greater banishment. I have not heard of such a spell.
As
What is its purpose, and where did you hear of such a thing?
We heard it
vision
from
slash post in the library told us there is a spell to cast out demons.
That sounds oddly specific. Solely for
Yeah,
demons.
well, he said that it may be a myth. And it was from year 1000 UD, I think.
UD, I've never heard of this calendar.
It's from the past.
Ish.
Make a deception check.
Me.
Angrod,
Oh.
both of you get both characters nat 20'd, I'm not even kidding.
Well, I'm the one that needs to get the intelligence down, so
Looks to you, Nihal.
he's probably right. I don't remember half of the stuff we've done in the library.
Looks to you, Nihal, and says, something tells me you're not being entirely truthful.
No, it's not that. I don't remember. That's different.
Why'd you roll a deception check then?
Another one.
No, why?
Because you told me to.
I just meant to Angrod, but it's fine.
No, you said me to. I'm gonna punch you. I find you. I find you and I
Strength
punch
check.
you.
He... Fuck, I don't know what you do. When you do AC, attacker always wins. So... but you have higher deception than he has insight, so... Okay, he squints at you and says, "The past. I know many a calendar from the past, and I have never heard of UD."
I'm not even sure that that's the right letter, to be honest. It may be something different.
Very well, this does not sound like it's of any consequence to me.
Okay.
You are free to gather these ingredients in any order you wish.
What?
You must bring them back to Araj when you're done, so I can combine them into the Dark Heart.
But then you need to be in Menzoberranzan to
Yes,
do the spell.
yes, we will have to take the Dark Heart to Menzoberranzan to perform the ritual.
We?
Yes, we.
Okay.
Team effort, go.
I thought it was you going to do the ritual.
And we are gonna defeat the last demon lord.
Yes, your friend speaks true.
He might also need some help with all these very rare ingredients.
But
Not
we
to
already
mention he's big guy.
established we need to find the ingredient.
Which we are going to do.
Guess.
I say, ask him. How do you not know you'll need help with this ritual, like to actual cast it?
Repeat yourself. What'd you say there?
How do you know you can cast this ritual on your own?
He says, Grumph and I are of equal talents in the arcane arts, and once I have his grimoire to complete my studies, I will have all the knowledge I need to perform it.
Okay.
There is the added benefit of me not being a fool as he was. Tampering with such power is his greatest folly yet. He says, yeah. He says, yeah, nothing actually. He's just chilling, watching you all intently, as you all kind of come to the realization you've got a fetch quest.
What fucking worst kind of quest?
I'm gonna do the side quest first. Fuck this.
Do we rest before?
Yes, definitely. Could you tell us more about the beholder that's supposedly in the Wormbrines? Does he just happen to be there, or does he have a lair there?
It is only rumors. I have not ventured myself too deeply into the ravings, but from what I know about beholders, they probably operate with some kind of following or slaves, more than likely. Beholders tend to occupy lairs in which they have servants do their bidding.
Fair enough.
I asked Vizeran, do you have any idea where the grimoire will be kept inside Mental Branson?
Yes, I have some idea. The Sorcerer.
The sorcerer?
The Sorcerer. It is a...
Sorcerer.
It's a tower of arcane sorts, and is probably where Gromflast left his grimoire.
What kind of arcane we talking about here? We talking the kind where it doesn't like who's walking in, it's going to launch him away.
Perhaps.
You're familiar with those, aren't you, Angor?
Like, have you ever been inside it?
Centuries ago.
Do you have any idea remember what it looks like? Floor plans, anything?
It says,
Blueprint of the place, please.
I'm afraid I do not possess blueprints to the place. No. It is where the archmages train and learn their craft, and where magical items are often held.
And I say, Tom, would there be anywhere else he'd keep it? Like, would he be brave enough to keep it in his own quarters?
Says, has a think to himself, and he says, I believe his quarters resides within the Sorcerer, as he is the current archmage of Menzoberranzan.
Well, that's probably all we need to know. He wants to go on an adventure and find the beholder.
I like your spirit.
You're the only one.
Come on, let's go.
I go alone.
Where do you plan to... What ingredient do you plan to collect first?
Well, say we throw a dice and we see which one.
That is an option.
Let's second that.
Should probably go for something that's the closest.
So, then we can either start with an egg or an eye.
Or a grimoire.
Both.
Probably the egg.
The beholder's gonna be difficult. I think all this is gonna be fucking difficult.
Well, the grimoire, I think you should be the last. Once you notice that it's gone, he's going to do something about it. He's going to either
But-
make another ritual, or he's going to send somebody after us. So that must be the last thing, and we need to act fast.
Well, you're very... you forget beholders enslave people.
And
I've never seen a beholder, so
they are really powerful.
okay.
I-
Well, we're all gonna die
I don't like the
anyway,
sound of a labyrinth searching for a demon heart. I don't like the sound of that either. I like going for the grimoire first, because, you've just been attacked by a demigorgon.
You're gonna
Well-
be weak.
They're going to be weak.
I second that plan. We can handle some drow. I don't know if we can handle a holder at this point.
And how do you plan to be sneaky in Manzan Brandon? You're not the Joe Elf type.
You let me go alone.
Excuse me, I have this fancy cloak and I can cast invisibility.
I could do that too.
Vizeran stands up and says, "That reminds me, I have something to offer you all to aid your journey." And he walks over to where there's a bunch of robes sort of in one of the corners, lifts up a bundle of dark looking robes and brings them over to you all. And they're like hooded cloaks with some sort they're basically like black, and they've got sort of a web design around the trims and shoulders and stuff.
Oh, sweet, we're Spider-Man, guys.
And he says, "This will help you blend into the shadows."
Sweet.
Okie dokie.
And he hands you each one. Oops. And it's now in your handouts. And then he says, "And this." And he hands you each a scroll of protection against fiends.
Oh, the waffle.
What?
Oh.
Mm.
It
Are
has what?
you...
So, have we got a lesser or have we got a greater?
Lesser.
Lesser.
I have the
Lesser
cloaky
what?
elven kind.
Yep. It's basically a cloak of elven kind.
I put mine on.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
sweet.
I don't
Spider-Man.
understand. What did he give us? The
If you go in your, like, if you click the newspaper in the journal,
yeah.
and then in the handouts it's like got the drow Puafe,
Yeah.
and if you click on it, it tells you what it is.
Yeah, but it gave us a scroll as well.
Mm-hmm.
Or-
Scroll
or
of protection against fiends. It's basically the spell, protection against fiends, but you get to use it once. Or if you're a wizard, you can attempt to copy it into your spellbook at cost.
Yes, but
But
At 50 gold.
now I have 2 of those, so I didn't mind losing one.
Is a spell against what?
Fiends.
Protection against fiends.
Fin. F-I-N.
F-I-E.
IE.
He says,
Okay.
"And please consider Araj a safe haven in the Underdark. You're welcome to visit and stay here anytime."
Are you an alchemist by any chance? Looking at the table in the corner.
I know some things.
Could you brew some things?
If you have the ingredients, it depends what you wish for me to brew.
Do you have anything in store
Uh,
that could help us?
he says, "Do you have something in mind?"
Potions that could heal wounds and or diseases.
He looks at you and says, "I'll have a look." In fact, make a persuasion check.
I don't want to.
Do it.
Persuasion.
I don't believe I have anything which will help you here.
Hmm.
I have given you the aid, all the aid I can give for now. If you ever, once you return from, in fact, wait,
If you ever-
you guys said you were going to Menzo Brandon, right?
It's looking that way.
Yeah.
They want to go there.
If you plan on going to Menzo Brandon and want to steal past the drow outposts which litter the outskirts of the city, I can send my student along with you. There is a secret tunnel some days away which will get you into the city unnoticed.
Oh, I like the idea of that.
And you see, like, he kind of nods, and again, like, he holds up his hand, and it lights a greyish glow. And then a few moments pass, you hear footsteps coming up the stairs, and the door opens. And what you see is quite a young-looking drow elf with sort of short, messy, ashen hair, and white eyes, and as all drow have, obsidian dark skin. And he just comes and he says, "Master," and he says,
Apprentice. Dark Lord.
he gives you daggers when you say that. Furrows his brow in your direction, and Vizeran's like, "It seems I will have to send you out of the tower and into Menzoberranzan to guide our new allies." And he like gestures out to you guys, and the young drow elf kind of scans over you all, and you can see his face kind of lifts a bit when Vizeran mentions it, and he says, "This is my apprentice, Grin." And then, "Grin, this is XYZ," introduces you all. He says, "Do you have a name by chance? Something easier so I do not have to address you all one by one."
Slams the table, stand up. The Avengers.
He says, a fine name. And who is it you all avenge?"
At this rate, ourselves.
And Vizeran says to Grin, "Prepare your things to leave. I'm sure our friends are heading out shortly. Lead them to the tunnel." And Grin gives a bow before leaving.
I thought we would rest first.
By all means, if you wish to rest.
Do we need to rest? Mr. DM?
You aren't like absolutely knackered, if that's what you mean. It wouldn't hurt if you have like hit points and stuff to get back or hit die. You can rest if you want to.
Well, nothing happened in the last 10 days while we were in the Wormrang, so there's nothing to recover, so I guess...
Yeah,
It
it would
doesn't
just,
really
the only benefit would be like on your sort of first day of
Oops.
travel, you could
Sorry.
like travel for the full day instead of like a half day.
Nihal doesn't want to be charmed.
No, sorry. It was a mistake.
The grin is looking pretty sexy.
I'll rest. Just to avoid any points of exhaustion. I asked Vizeran how far is Menso Branson from here?
He says, have it here. About 84 miles, give or take. 11 days travel.
Should be plenty of time. When we secure the grimoire, should we bring it straight back to you?
That would be advisable. Then I can study it whilst you claim the other ingredients.
Well, except our arrival, 22 days from the east. At sunrise.
Please.
At sunrise, we're in the fucking Underdark.
Yeah, or
He just told us that he's around 11 days travel. And he said, okay, expect us to return in 2 days' time.
22. Do you not
And
get
that
the
sounds
reference?
better. I did get the reference.
Very well. If you wish to rest, I'll have Cleve show you all to your quarters.
Yes, please.
And looks over to Cleve, and Cleve just begins walking out the door as, yeah. You
It's
guys
not granting.
You guys finish up your food and that. He's not saying a word. Just hear the heavy footfalls, like boom, boom, as he begins walking.
Is he far enough? I would like to talk to him.
Talk to Cleve.
Not Clav. Wait, is Vizeran still there?
Yeah, he's remaining.
Who knows of Araj? You might know that you reside here.
You are the only ones. You are the only ones who possess the map and the location and the means to enter this place, other than I and Grin.
Okay.
I have lived here for centuries. I built this all on my own. And I have never once had unwanted guests, although I did take measures just in case.
Fair enough. Just trying to be cautious. Should we rest up then, gang?
Yep.
Okay, you guys begin walking down with Frank in tow. Meh. And just your daily Frank reminder. And as you walk down, you go to the 3rd story. And Clive kind of like puts his arm out for you guys to take the lead. Past this door that he opens, this large iron door. You see a long hallway leading to as you walk down to the right, there's, make a perception check, all of you. Okay.
no character sheet, please.
Elhorn and Nihal, as you're all walking down this corridor, you pass there's doors on the right side, and one of them is cracked slightly open, and as you look in, you see a bloody, floor and walls, and what looks like some kind of torture device, like a stretching device or something, with like manacles attached to it. And as you continue walking down, There's doors at the end of the hallway to the left, and Cleve pushes each open as as you walk down. He pushes them open in front of you, and you see that within each of the doors on the left hand side is a quarters. Livable, nothing special. Bed, bed and some drawers. And a stand, basically, that's it. And he begins to walk off, walks off a little bit and waits for you guys to go into your quarters. Kinda turns and faces you all. And grunts.
I was waiting for that.
Thank you, Glad.
Do you guys go in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of weirded out, like, Glybe's just kind of like, Glybe.
I mean, he's keeping an eye on you, basically. You can tell he's just like making sure you don't do anything weird. But yeah, like if you guys go into your quarters, he just walks off and heads back up the
Like
stairs.
smiling.
And you see as well, like as you're coming down the corridor, there was also suits of armor, like between the doors and stuff. But you guys get a full night's rest, and it's the next again day, and you're nice and rested.
Nice.
What you all doing?
Preparing myself for the journey ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And I ask, do we all trust this man?
Did you notice the bloody chamber?
Humna?
The bloody one?
Yeah, you're going to have to be a wee bit more specific than that.
Well, there was a bloody chamber when
It could have been just his kinky room.
well, if he likes that kind of stuff. That's his problem.
You know.
But why would you ever torture chamber here? If he
Well-
said that nobody that ever came.
Maybe somebody should have a look.
Maybe that's one of his ways of gathering information.
I'll go have a look.
Or you could just ask the man.
Off you go.
I'm not the one asking the question. Oh, well, I asked the question of, do we trust him? And no one is still yet to answer.
This would be a good way to find out.
Oh, right. Right, we need to hatch a planet. Will you four go talk? Will you four
Or-
go find?
Once we get the grimoire, we can check if there is any spell with the ingredients they just select and see if it really wants to get rid of them.
Oh. I mean, if you can distract the three of them, so it's easy enough for me just to get in there and out.
Oh, it's not just three of them. There's the invisible laboring people in the tower.
They won't mind. They're invisible.
Yeah, that's why they're invisible, so they see you, you them, then you die.
I tried
You
it.
get tortured.
You just
You
die.
never see your sister again.
I mean, we could probably talk about it. He kinda needs us.
I don't mind us just breaking into your room.
Oh, if you left the door ajar, is it really breaking in?
Well, it's not your house, so kind of.
It's a fair statement.
Can I walk down the corridor, see if that door is open? Can Jordan just casually walk by?
It's closed.
Turn back like I forgot something in my room.
Oh, aye.
Bosner!
Oh, Bosner,
Where's,
your
like,
son.
where's my son?
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah, the door is closed. But if you wanna kick it in, be my guest.
It's closed, but is it locked? And I'm sure Angerod is quite handy with a locked door.
Except when they're blasting him away.
Too soon.
This
Or do you want to confront him?
Well, we could.
Well,
Can I?
we could ask him tomorrow.
Whatever
that's-
he says could be a
no.
lie. If we actually go see for ourselves, then
Everything he told us could be a lie.
exactly, and this would surely help us figure out if he is lying or not.
Jordan, can I cast tiny dancing lights in my hand?
Sure.
Just because.
Room.
Okay.
Did anything happen? Did it go through?
Yeah, you've got dancing lights cast.
Okay.
4 little globes of light around you.
I'm gonna disband it.
Okay. Dispelled.
Just testing some shit.
I mean, you saw Vizeran cast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
but that's his
maybe
own house.
maybe put a spell that only he can cast.
Maybe. Well, obviously not.
Now we know. Well, I put up my hood and I go. So are we checking their room out? Or do you wanna confront it?
Or we can do both, and some of you go confront, and one tries to break in.
I'm off for breaking in.
Oh my god.
Strange.
I mean, how much do we actually know about Angrod actually? Because do we know he's a thief? Do we know he's like- No, I mean like.
Wow!
His name is Jerome.
Angron's my middle name.
Is there Jordans on your feet? I didn't.
Air Jordans I'll have, you know.
Oh boy.
His real name's Angrod Calamari. Got you all.
I'm a fish. No, but what do you mean? What do you mean?
Like, do we know he's a fucking rogue? Do we know he's a fucking.
You've seen him cast
Steely boy.
spells, and
We know
you've
he's
seen him
sticky.
stabby stab. So, I don't know. I
What
mean,
is
Seen
he
him
other?
pick a lock or.
the thing is, you've
I
never.
did try to pick a lock.
Have you seen him pick a lock before?
That's what I'm asking, I don't know. Can't
I
remember.
I tried to pick the. Maybe when we were in the Draugr town.
Duragar.
Durgar, even.
Duragar town. You know, you mean the
I can't mind
outposts.
it. Yeah, the outpost.
Okay.
And we went. I mean, fucked those two boys up. That had the deep robe.
Sure.
And there was a safe there. I tried to picklock that and it didn't work.
Oh, so you know he's shit.
Wow.
You probably know he's a sneaky boy, because he sneaks.
Well, in that case, I suggest Elhorn that we let Angrod try it.
That's what I meant. I just thought I would.
But you put your hood up and was like, right, I'm gonna go have a look.
Off I go.
Yeah, because I'm gonna assist him.
No,
No.
you're not.
You're gonna make things work.
What if the Toadman comes back?
And what are you gonna do to the toad man?
If the Toadman comes, I gotta keep him busy. That's why I'm there to help.
Okay, fine. You can
Because,
help. You can
because
help
he's very
Elhorn.
chatty.
Yeah, it's been very shy.
And he's not grumpy.
Where's
at
my
all.
son?
Fuck off.
Go boss, now you've got your crystal, aren't you happy?
Frank just goes, "Meh."
Good old Frank. So I'm gonna try and break in, and while you guys confront Vizeran about it. Are we capiche?
Okay, so me, RV, and going up to talk to him, and you and Hellhorn go and pick the lock. If it's locked.
We just kind of have a peek in one way or another.
Cheeky peek, as they say.
Okay, then let's go.
2 minutes. In and out.
Are you doing it? You haven't told me you're doing it. You're just like, yeah, let's do it.
I'm doing it.
Let's do
I'm
it.
doing it.
Okay, so what are you doing exactly? I need to know, because you guys are just like, yeah, we're doing this thing, right guys? Yeah, we're doing it. But no one's actually
Right.
said, I go out the door and walk down the hallway and do it.
I wait for Aaron, Revere, and Nihal to leave the room.
Right.
I'm buzzing.
Yeah, we go upstairs and, front him and keep him distracted.
Okay, well, you guys leave and begin making your way to the staircase. When you're gonna head up and assumedly go to his study. What the rest
But
of you
like a kind of slower pace,
doing? Okay,
so that they've got a wee bit of a head start on the door.
you're sauntering.
I head to the door, Jordan,
Okay,
of the room at the torture room.
it's like
Air comments.
near the
Follow
like it's
it.
near the start of the hallway on your left now, but it was on the right when you came in. You're at the door. Are you trying to be a sneaky boy?
I'm trying to be a sneaky boy.
Stealth.
I'll put my hood up as well.
Okay.
Is
And I want to check to see if Gleb's anywhere nearby.
Sure. Perception. You can't see him.
My eyes. I then want to put my ear to the door to see if I can hear anything on the other side.
Put your ear to the door and you don't hear anything.
Right. Alright, I'm gonna just slyly pull out my thieves' tools. And like,
Sure.
go right up to the door. So it's not like I'm like crouching at the door. Like I'm slyly
try
at
and
the door.
open it?
Okay, you're standing there pretending you're not doing anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I try the door first. I want to see if the door's open.
As you try the door, it's locked.
Right, I now pull up my thieves' tools.
Is Elhorn in the room still?
No, I followed him.
Okay, well,
Right.
you both haven't rolled stealth.
Yeah, he's more a support.
Yeah.
Stealthy boy with advantage. Oh, thank God.
Okay.
I keep
Like you like sneaky boy all the way up, and then Elhorn just like swords are just clanging together a bit. clink, 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 as he's like walking up behind you. But looking around, no one's nearby. You're kind of in the hallway, so
You're good to go.
roll thieves' tools.
Thieves' tools. Thieves' tools.
Oh,
Damn. You just like get your lockpicking kit out, and almost with like one swift movement as you push it in, basically almost like the key to the door, you click and it's open.
Oh, I'll be like, oh, that's where I got this key from. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then open the door and like, I like nudged it up like a, like give Elhorn like the signal, like keep an eye out, like, and I like go in and I like close the door behind me.
Okay. As you go in and close the door, you see a stone room, and littered all around are like manacles and chains from coming from the wall, and a couple of these torture devices, basically these big racks with like cuffs at each corner of them, and there is blood, like dried blood around. It looks, yeah, I mean, that's where you can see it as you come in.
Is there like a table or anything?
Not like,
It's like-
well, there's a table with like old implements. It's dusty.
Can I like go to determine their nature? Like if they were like used for like, you know, to like force information out of someone or to like, you
They
know,
look pretty
Yeah.
much. They look like torture.
it's like they'll,
Yep.
yeah.
They look like torturing implements at a glance. Various blades and like bludgeoning tools. They don't look like they've seen use recently though. They're dusty.
Right. Is there any of them that I could like pick up?
There, you can pick out any of them up. There's about a dozen.
I pick up one of the smaller ones.
Sure, like a scalpel basically. You pick it up.
Yeah. Well, maybe not a scalpel, a wee bit bigger than a scalpel.
Okay, there's like a
Like,
bone
make it
saw.
up. Is there any bone saws that are bloody?
This bone saw is not bloody now.
Oh, it feels bad, man. The Can I take any of the manacles off the wall?
They're like bolted into the wall.
Well, fine, I'll take the bone saw.
You can try. It's D&D, baby. You can do what you want.
Right, I'll try and pull it. Yeah, why not? Use my big boy muscles.
Raw strength at disadvantage. Athletics.
-1.
You're just like, "Ugh," and like you nick your finger on it, and you're fuck.
That's my blood. Fuck.
Yeah.
Everything's ruined.
A drop of blood drips off your finger and onto the floor.
I
Doesn't
like
seem like
stem
it's
bleeding.
budging.
The stem the bleeding.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll just take the bone saw.
You just take
It's-
it.
Yeah, like I like just pick up and I like. Can I examine if it's like is there any wear and tear on it, or is it like brand new, so to speak?
This doesn't look new. Looks old. It's got a bit of rust on it.
Ugh.
Or is it? Nah, it's rust.
Dried rust.
Meanwhile, the rest of you, as you're making your way up the stairs, you almost get to Grimm's study. Sorry, Vizeran's study when Grin walks out the door on the 4th floor and that sees you all coming up. It's like, and he looks like he's ready to go, like he's got like bags and shit. And he's also got a whip on his side, like at his hip. And a spell book as well, sort of in the hand. And he looks to you and says, "Ah, are you ready to leave?"
Almost.
He says, "Oh, what do you need to attend to?"
We need to see Vizeran.
"Oh, I believe he's on the roof. Why do you need to see him?"
We wanted to ask him something.
He says, "Oh, maybe I can help. What is it?"
We'd rather speak to him.
"Very well, but I fear you'll be interrupting him."
Interrupting him for what?
His arcane meditation.
This is important.
If you say so, I shall accompany you. And like gestures you all upwards, up the stairs. Did you go?
Oh, aye, sorry.
Just standing there silent.
Well, yeah, we were going that way anyway, so.
Well, never mind. You guys head up, not to the 5th floor where the study is, but all the way up and open the hatch. And there you see you're on like the rooftop of this tower, the peak. And over to the side is like a wooden table with like some books littered around it. And he'd sat there in the center of this square tower roof, cross-legged. And there's like some sigils on the ground. Or on the roof, I should say. Doesn't appear to have taken notice of you all. And Cleve is there too, obviously. He's kind of like stood off to the side. And like as you come through the hatch, just goes, sees you all. And then, as you stand there, Grin says, "Master, the guests have something to ask." And Vizeran, unmoving, says, "Is that so? What is it?"
I just look at Nihal, wait for her to say something.
Come, out with it, I'm busy.
Throw her under a bus.
Well,
The audible cock blow.
we were wondering, going down the stairs to upstairs, we saw a slightly open door and like a torture chamber with bloody floors, and we were wondering why is that?
Why, for torturing, of course.
Yeah, but why do you have one?
Why does one need a kitchen to cook? As I needed a torture chamber to torture and discipline my slaves.
Ooh.
Why
Oh.
slaves?
Yes, it is a part of my people's culture.
I thought you disavowed your people's culture.
I disavow my people's religious beliefs.
Kept the good parts, eh?
It says, if this disturbs you, then take peace in knowing that I have not owned slaves for a while.
So...
I do not trust them.
Where did the blood come from?
It says,
Or more specifically, what did the blood come from?
Slaves and
Slaves that you haven't owned in a while.
enemies.
What enemies?
I have many enemies. Not including those from Enzo Branson, of course, who would see me dead in an instant. I fear you're all wasting your time with this.
Well, I mean, you're set us on this suicide quest, and
We just need to understand if we can trust you completely or not.
exactly.
This is not merely about trusting. This is about coming together to defeat the greater evil.
Yeah, but I need to trust that you want to defeat the greater evil.
And not just send us to our doom.
I have expressed to you all, I want to see the end of the demon lords. Their presence is perilous to all of us. Do you not understand this? Sometimes those may have to cooperate who would rather not.
I looked at Aranvir.
Do you think I a greater evil than the demon lords of the abyss?
Great or no? More immediate? If we can trust you?
If I wanted you dead, you would have fallen within these walls already.
Good point.
I have... My hospitality has been... How do you say? Warm. And you come asking questions, snooping around, and spit in the face of this. Accuse me of being as evil as the demon
No,
lords.
we're not accusing, we just ask him.
Then again, I fear you're wasting your time with these trivial matters.
I look at Aranvir again.
I just shrug my shoulders. We either trust him or we didn't, but he's right.
What use is it to me to send you all to your dooms and waste my time putting together these rituals and the list of ingredients needed for them? What would I gain from your peril? You're not the center of the universe, despite what you might think.
The torture chamber threw us for a loop. Alright? It was unexpected.
Surface world sensibilities.
Okay, sorry to waste your time.
Very well. I hope you will be on your way soon, before the demons of the abyss engulf us all.
We'll be leaving shortly.
Cut back to Angrod. What are you doing?
Is there like... there's like no notes or anything, like around the table or anything, right?
No? No parchments or anything like that? Nothing you can read?
Oh, jeez Louise.
Literally a torture room, torture chamber.
It seems a bit outdated. Or very sadistic, using rusty fucking bone saws.
Has he heard about hepatitis C? Probably.
And
Polio.
And polio.
hepatitis C. Everyone's favourite killer. I head out and I slightly come back out. I
Mhm.
put my hood down. I then proceed to lock the door again.
Sure, thieves tools again. I mean, you've already thieves tools it. I'll say that the same rule applies, since you know the mechanism already. So yeah, you can just lock it up. And you guys up top, I take it you left. I shouldn't have caught it. That's
Aye, I was
yeah.
just about to say
Yeah,
that.
yeah, we were walking out
Okay.
back to the court.
Yeah, you guys walk down, and that's where we'll take a break. See you all back here at 1:15.
Okay.
Except I'm not really going anywhere, so.
Feels bad, man. I'll be
Not
2
going to the
seconds.
fringe.
Was that?
You're not going to the fringe.
Nah, I'm not a normie. Last time I done the fringe was like 2 years ago.
When Jordan actually had a fringe.
Hey, nope, still never had a fringe, mate. But that was a time like I pulled up on stage on one of these shows. It was quite a big show as well. But that was interesting. The guy pulled me up. I was meant to be a comedian and left me there. So I had to entertain everyone.
Where the fuck did they go, like?
Just walked off. It was a weirdo, honestly, because there was a few comedians. It was like a comedian slash cabaret show, and they would alternate like comedian cabaret, comedian cabaret. And when this guy came on, and because I'd been like my mate, oh my god, we're sat in the front, right? 'Cause that was like my condition for going to these fucking shows. I was like, alright, we get to the front, no. I was like, go. Because I like taking part in these things. And get to the front with my mate Megan and Omar. We're sat there, and the guy comes out, the host guy, he's like a comedian, he tells a couple jokes and he hosts and introduces everyone. And he like comes up on stage, and he goes to my mate Omar. He's like, "Oh wait," well, he says to everyone, "Oh, you all excited for cabaret? Ah, blah blah blah," like hyping everyone up. And he goes, "Oh, do you all know what cabaret is?" And everyone's cheering and that. And then like he points to my mate. I'm probably not getting all the details right, but basically he points to my mate and says, "Oh, you up for it, mate?" He's like, "You up for the cabaret?" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah." And he's like, "Oh, do you know what cabaret is?" And he goes, "Yeah." And he says, "What is it? Tell everyone." And he goes, "I don't know." I was just like, "Oh, you fucking reject." Oh man, it was cringe as ended. But then
I'm back.
he points to me. He's like, "Oh, your mate doesn't have a clue." He's like, "Do you know what cabaret is?" I was like, "Yeah, it's like tits and dancing, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, tits and dancing," and like everyone, it's like, yeah. So because of that, every subsequent comedian started like speaking to me specifically with it, like using their material. And then that guy eventually pulled me up, and he ran off stage after pulling me up, then came on with like a baby mask and like just started being a weirdo. I didn't know what was going on, to be honest.
It's never a good time to join these conversations.
I'm just going up for a passionate drink.
So yeah, I basically performed at the Fringe. Technically.
The guy's fucking. You should have asked for half the guy's fee.
Mm. Fringe is alright for like one day, and then you get fucking sick of it.
I'm glad I'm not working in the town center now. City center, whatever.
Yeah, it's a city, god.
I'm glad they moved my store out.
Mm.
I don't have to deal with tourists.
Yeah. Fucking foreigners, am I right?
Aye, fucking
Wow.
immigrants.
Well,
How dare they?
Goddamn foreigners.
I have
Coming
the
over
same
here,
lady
then I
that
got jumped.
I have the same lady that is coming every fucking morning to the store,
Mhm.
and most of the time I serve her. And she came to me this morning and said, "What's your name?" And I said, "It's Jada. I told you last time." "Oh, that's a new name for me. I never saw you." So what? Okay.
You're like, you want mate? And then decked her.
RKO'd it out of nowhere.
Learn my name, bitch.
Then they always ask you, "Oh, where are you from? You're not from here."
Whoa, racists. Fucking bigots. they
Probably
just,
Well,
the
I
skin
did.
did they
color
just
that.
assume your race?
The other day I was doing overtime in the shop in Curry, and this woman came to me. She said, "Oh, you've got a strange name. Where are you from?" I said, "Oh, I'm from Italy." "Oh, which part of Italy?" Like, if I'm telling you the name of my little town, you know where it is, right?
Rome.
Next question,
Everyone
is it
from
close
Italy
to
is
Rome?
from Rome.
Yeah, or Sicily.
Yeah.
No, I'm in the northeast in a town that is known to nobody.
Why don't you just say like, oh, why you had to be like this?
Oh god.
Fuck you.
Oh god.
Kush, Chaba, kush.
Kushu.
Fucking Hungarian.
Well, she is fucking one.
Got him.
Well.
Oh, trouble in paradise.
No.
Get that's awkward as fuck. That's your brother, mate.
Is it awkward for you?
No, it's your brother. Ah, fucking gypsies.
At least he's getting some action, maybe. Not my other one. He's like a mat.
Oh god.
That's like a
Poor Daniel.
fuse mat, man.
Did he not have a girlfriend, Daniel?
Well, we don't know the details of it. He did go to Spain to see someone.
Wait,
then,
what?
Spain.
That's
Why
over.
not be farther, like,
Ah, but he went to Ibiza. The bird's name's Ibiza.
Who the
What?
fuck are you guys talking about?
It
I know
doesn't matter.
it was with a Polish girl from the factory.
Oh, the whore, yeah.
You talking about
for a while.
Matt?
Okay. Well, she
Talk
was
about
living
my
with
brother.
other three. She was living with other three guys, so
Yeah. Like, I only heard that because my mom was bitching about it. I was like, oh, he's got a girlfriend there. And it was like, it was the factory whore everyone had. Except for me.
Feels bad, man.
Alright guys, D&D. D&D
Chris
is
is
a
not
game.
back.
Fuck him. What are y'all doing?
we were going downstairs back to the quarters.
Is Angro out from the room? I think I missed that part.
Yeah, I
I
locked
came
it.
out and locked the door.
And Grin's with you guys to help guide you to Menzo Baranzan.
Yeah, but we wanted to rest.
You already rested.
Okay.
It's like, man,
I-
Yeah,
You want the
I
rest
lost-
again?
You checked the
I
door.
lost that part.
Yeah, you checked the door in the morning after you rested.
I was like, yes, we had one rest, but what about our second one?
Alright, fucking Pippin.
How about the second breakfast?
Thick breakfast.
Still my
12's
favourite line
lunch.
from Lord.
Brunch.
So you're all gathered together at the base of this tower with a new companion. Grin O'Steele is his full name.
I want to engage in a conversation with him.
Okay.
Like, so it's Gren, right?
Yes. I am Grin.
I've noticed that you have a whip on your belt. Is this some kind of martial art that I haven't heard about?
Some sort of what, sorry?
Martial art?
Says, this was a gift from my master.
Right. May I ask why he gave it to you?
It's a weapon.
Is this your only weapon, or are you capable of
He says it's called
some
Fathom.
Fathom the Whip?
Yes.
Are you a magic user by any chance?
Yes, I dabble in the arcane arts.
That's good.
My master taught
Probably
me
gonna come in
everything I
handy.
know.
And what are you capable of? Just so we know what we may be able to use you for.
I suppose
Can you
we'll
turn
find out.
invisible?
Sorry.
He says we'll find out, won't we? If the need arises. Mostly
I
I'm
guess
here
we'll
to
find
talk
out.
your way past any drow we may come across in Men's Branson and perhaps guide you to some allies in the Council of Spiders.
Cool. You do that then.
But I am tasked with getting you to the secret tunnel passage and getting you into the city. It's a few days from here though.
As we've heard. Better get going then.
Okay.
I wanna take a piece of meat out
Mm-hmm.
and approach Frank.
He's like, he's not trained, so he's like trying to get it off you. It's like, meh, meh.
And I wanna ride him. I just hold the meat in my hand and I
like the
groom him with my other, like he's a good boy. He's a good boy.
like hook horrors. I don't know if you've seen like a full picture, but they're bipedal, right? And you can
Let me
absolutely
look up
you can ride it. You would have to like cling to it around its neck or something, or around its shoulders.
I imagined it would be like a big ostrich.
Ah, nah, it's not like
What
that.
the fuck?
Well, I imagine it would have some
It's like
bird,
a big ostrich.
like a more ape-like ostrich, but
Yeah, you can try and mount it. It's gonna be weird and awkward.
nah, it's fine. Now that I see a full picture, it's not.
Okay. So you guys leave?
Yep.
Alrighty. You guys leave out of the large iron doors coming from Iraj, the tower. Begin making your way back up the passageway that led you here. And eventually leading into the Underdark Wilds again, once more venturing, heading due east. Marching order. Who's keeping look at front?
Me.
Right. Who's
I'm in the middle.
who's keeping watching back?
I will.
Okay, so usual. And everyone else will just be in the middle. Got you.
They are the meat of the sandwich.
Yeah. As you begin traveling forward, you head through the usual terrain you're accustomed to at this point, as you've spent quite quite a bit of time in these Underdark Wilds. You come across sort of uneven grounds, ledges coming over chasms to which you struggle to get Frank over, but you manage. And through caverns riddled with stalagmites and stalactites. And as you're walking, this isn't your first day. You come across a dark pitch cavern like most others you've come across. Who's in Elhorn? Make a perception check with disadvantage because you're in pitch black and you don't have any torches or anything lit.
My favorite. 12.
Yeah, you don't see anything, and you begin walking into this cavern as you're coming in. I'd like you all to roll me just a d20.
Just casually.
Yeah, just roll me a
Is-
d20.
Is Grin up front with me, right?
No, Grin's at the back.
I thought I was leading.
No. He's
Oh.
guiding you. He doesn't have to lead.
Cheeky bastard.
Yeah, he probably doesn't want to have his back to all of you.
Hey, Daddy, roll as well.
No, just two who's in front. No, everyone, yeah. D20, everyone.
2-1 for Bosnia.
Here we go, boys.
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
no. Oh
Ah,
no.
2-1 for Bosnia.
Yeah, do one for Bosner.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, 19 is mine,
In
Bosnia is
the,
a 10.
in the frantic search for his son, Bosner avoids uncertain doom.
Okay. Bear with, guys. So, Arnvir. Let's see, Nihal, Mosner, and Grin. As you're walking, Elhorn, and you're looking up, you start to see this shadowy shape getting ever closer to you, floating. And at that moment, Ironbeard, you feel these tendrils lashing around you.
Does it scream?
26 to hit.
Oh,
Yes.
oh dear.
You're considered grappled, and this tendril pulls you in. You're considered restrained. It pulls you in, and then whatever this thing is, you just feel. Oh, that misses. Actually, grappled is advantage. So you take 26 points of piercing damage as this big mouth just clamps down on your shoulder as these tendrils pull you in, and all of you turn around to see this stalagmite is just. It's got this big gaping maw in it and a big eyeball, and these tendrils lashing all around. It's got 4 tendrils.
Do I get a reaction?
No, because you're caught off guard, and that was a surprise round. And as you turn and see this happening, I'll bring you guys in. You turn around.
Swear to God,
You
it's
turn
a
around.
victory.
You turn around, Elhorn, and to your left, slightly up ahead, you see one of the other stalagmites start to like shift and change, and you see these large tendrils just coming out of it. Another 4 tendrils, and a big maw opens up, and you just see like saliva just dripping off its huge gaping teeth, and like it's got a big eyeball too. I'll bring you guys in. And
And it's pitch black.
it's
Okay.
you can't see anything.
I can't see anything.
No.
Is everyone like that?
The great darkness
Yeah.
of the Underdark.
Okay.
Oh no, I see my token, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe if I take this off. Is that better?
Nothing
No.
changed.
What the fuck? This
We
happened
had this the
before.
last time.
Yeah. Maybe if I take this off.
Yes.
What do you see? Oh, there we go.
What the fuck?
Holy Frank is like fucking.
I told you, it's a large
Holy
creature now.
Frank.
Fucking hell.
Granny's looking extra gay today.
Imagine he's got dark skin. That's the only thing. But everyone roll initiative.
Why does one is like an actual like ghost and the
Ah, shit, I forgot
Wait.
to click. What are my rolls?
Who are you? Oh no, that's the boy. I was so confused. I was like, wait, I don't know if you're changing his fucking token. Oh, there's initiative. There we go.
oh yes.
Holy hell, the double crit initiative.
Initiative. These guys, initiative.
Why is that thing there?
What the fuck
That's the
is
thing you
happening
saw.
to the guy?
That's the thing you saw floating down. I don't know. Someone's
I'm
drawn.
I'm fixing him.
Wow, blackface.
I'm not
Oh
finished.
my god.
I love the sprite you've done for this one.
It's gonna move.
fucking quality.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
no.
gonna.
Homemade graphics, boys.
You've made me
He
delete
does.
him, you prick. Stop it. Oh my god. I didn't even know what Frank rolled.
That's going to
Where,
delete.
where is Frank?
Because I just deleted him. I'm gonna try to delete your shit. It's here.
You're meant to, you know that thing I put in the group chat the other day? They say, try to make the DM say fuck you. You're meant to do like actually playing the game, not fucking around.
If this is a good roll, I'm gonna make it shit. No. Same with this one. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take that. Who is first? El Horn, you're first. Ironveer is grappled by this creature on the right.
I also rolled a fucking 6.
And just got
Did he-
chomped on.
Did he scream?
Yeah, probably.
Like a bitch.
They're big
It
stalagmites
took more than
with
half my
tendrils and
health.
shit.
Just a fucking scream.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I will cast Dissonant Whispers on the one who's grappling him,
Okay.
and also move here because
Mhm.
I'm scared.
Go ahead and cast. Wisdom save.
It's 13, not 11.
He fails. Takes 12
So-
points.
And if he has a reaction,
Yes.
he runs away, I guess.
Sure
Did I cast
does.
the right one?
Sure does.
Adam,
So-
you're in his fucking grass.
Because he's grappled, he moves here, and Ironbeard gets moved with him up this way. And that's as far as he can go.
Fuck.
Yeah, you guys weren't in melee. You don't get attacks of opportunity.
How many tendrils are holding on to me?
1. The other 3 are lashing about though. Is that your turn, Elhord?
No.
No.
I wanna inspire Hellboy over there, Aramir.
Okay.
Oh, Perlet.
And to inspire him, I say, I believe in you. You can do it.
Alright. What'd you
Big
give him? A
Hellboy.
D8 or some shit?
Yes. Whatever he wants. Either that or that.
No, you choose. Or does it depend on what he
No.
chooses?
Yeah, because Bardic Inspiration can be used also for combat inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration.
It says a creature that has a Bardic Inspiration die from can roll that die to add.
Roll that die and add
Yep.
a number to a weapon damage.
So I think it's just like whatever he wants. And it's a D8.
Sure. Nihal, your turn.
I want to use Mighty Summoner.
Oh shit. Powerful animals. Enemies summoned or created by your spells. Yep. So, what would you like to summon?
Um,
I think you have to use the spell.
Black Bear.
Okay. How many do you get?
4, I think.
4 black bears. Let me just check for you. So, Nihal summons. Black bears are 1/2 CR. And can you just cast the spell so I can see it?
Is it conjure animals that I need to
Yeah.
cast?
Yeah, that's the one. And deduct that spell slot, 1 spell slot for that. So yeah, you get 4 black bears if you want.
Yep.
Okay. So here they come. What's the distance on that summon? 60 feet. Where would you like to summon them?
One here, like this area.
Okay. Where else?
Here, just to give us a bit of cover.
Sure.
And the other 2 next to those 2.
Next to the 2 you've just conjured.
Yeah.
Okay. And they get, how many hit dice do you have? Because they get extra hit points.
I have 7.
7. So, Mighty Summoner. 2 per hit die, so they each get an extra 14 hit points. Which is like double their hit points basically. Alright, what else would you like to do?
I want to, with those bears, try to attack the creature that is holding Aronvir.
I think they have to join the initiative order. I think they need to roll initiative.
For all of them. Or just
Well,
one?
I'll just do 1 and they all go at the same time. Let's just see.
Oh, fuck.
Conjure.
It's
What's the
fine,
spell called?
just-
Animal.
And conjure animals, yeah.
5e attack on their turn. Let's see.
Oh shit, there's 2 of these boys.
Why is there one of these brain bastards?
A fight breaks. They roll
They're
initiative on his turn. And Harry. On his turn, Bob gets it. Wait, what the hell? The round they were summoned or no? Wait, what? The creatures act on their initiative just like everyone else. Okay, so they need to roll. What did you roll for their initiative?
1.
Oh, so they
Oh,
don't get to go. They're last. Oh, you've already rolled it. Yeah. So they do get to go before Elhorn's next turn, but you still have a bonus action and movement.
No, I think I'm fine like this.
Okay, so you just like summon these 4 black bears, they're just like, and they just come out of like the arcane. Well, druidic magic's more nature based, so it's probably like some green energy or whatever just coalesces and forms these black bears.
Conjuration.
I like to call them African American bears though. Alright, so it's my turn. Tendrils. Okay, so attacking your bear. 15 hits. So this guy's grappled. What's the range? Okay. Okay, so that guy, I'm gonna put like a little sign on him. Grappled. Second one, 22. Grappled. Next, Elhorn. 8 doesn't hit.
How
And
close is he?
Bosner, 23. Bosner's grappled. Wait, what's Bosner's AC? He's not 23. 20.
That's 20.
When searching for his son, it is 24.
When he's feeling down, he's 26.
And
What
each
happened to
creature,
my bears?
they've been
You've been
grappled.
grappled.
And each creature
Oh,
that's been
okay.
grappled gets reeled into its melee range.
So he can grapple from 20 feet away, 15.
These all get reeled in, and he's gonna make a bite attack towards towards one of the bears probably, because Bosner's like covered in metal and shit. So the bear takes 14 points of piercing, minus 14. And it's just like, whoa! It's not happy. It just chomps down on the bear's neck. Meanwhile,
Chomp chomp.
so this one's gonna firstly, oops, just went moved him. It's gonna go for a tendril attack on Angrod. 12.
It does not hit.
Tendril attack on Grin. Oh, that hits. He's grappled.
Fuck's sake, Grin.
Tendril attack on Nihal. Misses, and it's already occupied with.
Oh, Jordan, can I ask?
Yeah.
See these tendrils, are they squishy or are they like rocky?
It's not your turn yet, but we'll get to that.
But
Keep that in mind. So Grin foom, gets pulled in, and this thing is gonna make a bite attack on Ironveer again. 12?
Doesn't he hit?
Damn.
Fucking thank fuck.
Even with advantage, still misses. So it comes down, and you just manage to squirm your way and like pushing it off. Like you're pushing the top of its mouth with your arms, like pushing your hardest to keep it from chomping down on you again. And Angrod's turn. If you
ask my question again.
yeah, perception check, or you can use perception or nature.
Well, we all know how bad the perception checks are, so hopefully my nature's a wee bit better.
It's hard to see. I mean, what were you looking for? If they were squishy,
Yeah, if they were squishies or if they were...
they don't look
Oh,
like they don't have like armor, like hard, super hard armor. I'll say that. Like it doesn't look like they're made of stone. That's, all
Oh,
you,
I've got an idea, I've got a real sweet idea.
that's all you can tell.
Oh wait, don't tell me I've not got ready. Oh, see if I don't have it ready.
What ready?
Right, Jordan. I'm gonna cast Phantasmal Force on this boy.
If it fails, you create of your choice. Has no effect on constructs or undead.
And my spell saves 14.
The target can use its action to examine the phantasm. What is the phantasm?
Whatever I choose.
The target treats the phantasm as if it was real. Any illogical outcomes from interacting an affected target. Okay, so you create an illusion that it thinks is real unless it investigates it. If it fails this save, basically.
Can I?
Wait.
If it...
Let me do the save first.
Right.
What's the end save?
Yeah, I didn't save.
Oh,
my
it fails.
spell.
It fails.
Yes.
It's not smart.
And I want to make Grin a fire elemental.
You. It seems phantasmal phenomenon. Okay. Okay. The phantasm can deal psychic damage.
Each turn.
It seems.
You're not the only one, Elhorn.
It seems like you create like an object or creature, but I'll allow it if you want to have it like surround Grin.
Yeah.
Yeah, provided that the illusion.
It doesn't have hit
Could deal
points though, eh? No. Okay, since it doesn't have hit points, I'll say it doesn't occupy like a space, so it doesn't it's not something you can't do. So yeah, okay. So you, I don't know how you look when you cast spells.
I like force it, like I force it on him, it's like I'm throwing something.
Okay, so you like throw out your hand, and suddenly fire begins to surround Grin, as like it all comes up in flames, and he calls out, "I'm on your team!" And then like realizes after a moment that it's not burning him.
Oh, it's only visible to the target.
Oh, true. So he doesn't do that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so he thinks that Grim's like a fire elemental,
Okay.
basically.
sure, it can't do anything because it's not its turn. But
Yeah.
is that your turn?
And then
Oh wait, I'll say
But you take the
yeah.
damage.
That's fine. That's fine. Well, the Phantasm can deal 1d. Yep. So roll me a 1d6. I've never seen this spell before.
I know, I was like, I saw it like when I was looking at level 2 spell, I was like, holy shit.
Level 2 spells.
Uh,
Minor
can I
legion.
just see something? Ah, cool. 5, nice. So yeah, it kind of like recoils a little bit as like you throw it out and a like force just slams into it as like it sees this phantasmal fire elemental.
And I say to Grim, hold on to it for dear life.
Is that you?
Grapple it back.
And then I'm gonna move behind Frank. my, my big boy.
Okay. Yeah, Frank's
And I'm like,
Frank's
go
confused.
get him, Frank.
He turns just like, what's going on?
It probably has like a deeper mech.
Ah, it's melee
Yeah.
fucking.
It's more like,
Yeah. Grin's turn. He can use his action to get free or attack with disadvantage. Actually, let me read this quickly. The target is restrained, has disadvantage on strength checks. Okay. Okay, so he's gonna try and. I mean, you're like, do stuff. So he's gonna try and. Nah, he's not. Make a persuasion check to see if he like trusts you.
who, me?
Yeah, you.
Right. Good old persuasion, where are you?
Because he might think you're just memeing on him. Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't listen to you. He tries to wriggle free, so he's gonna make a strength check to get free. Fuck. Okay, that'll do it. He manages. Oh, he's disadvantaged. Never mind. Crit fail. He like, and this tendril's just wrapping around him like a constrictor snake, and he's just, yeah, he's stuck. Fuck. Frank's turn. Frank sees Ironbeard's in trouble and just like darts around and goes in for the attack. Like, I think that misses. Yeah, he misses with his one hook. Bosner. Fuck. I need to play this cunt, hey. Okay, Bosner's gonna cast Spiritual Weapon, I guess.
Jordan,
What?
I found something,
What?
but it might not be related. It's under Grappling 101.
Yep.
And it says, if you or your target are subject to any involuntary movements, the grapple ends immediately.
The way I saw grapple was you could, I suppose if it's involuntary. Can you link me the source?
Yeah, it's. Oops, I almost sent it to someone else.
Actually, I'll see this. I think it's in the compendium as well. Grapple. Condition, grappled. Let me see this first. A grappled creature's speed becomes 0 and can't benefit. Condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. Also ends if an effect removes the grappled creature from the reach of the grappler or the grappling effect, such as when a creature is hurled away by the Thunderwave spell. Doesn't say anything on the main player handbook about that.
That's alright then.
But I'll say that Ironveer's where he was, because this thing's got long tendrils. So you can remain there, but it's still moved.
Yeah, cover me.
No, I thought. Did you not see it pulled me? It pulled towards me. It pulled towards. Aye. Pulled
Yeah,
me
it reeled
towards
you
it.
in.
Right. So, what was the issue with that? Didn't I?
Well, you would. Well, I would say because he critically failed. Like you would be completely surprised. Like I'd be like, oh,
What?
What's the? I don't know. What's the issue like? Him trying to pull me would break the grapple.
Like him moving away would break it, but his tendrils are wrapped around you like longest tendrils, and in the rules on the compendium it just says the only reason for the grapple to end is if the creature is incapacitated who's grappling you, or if an effect removes you from reach of the grappling creature, which even if it moved away from you, its reach still, you're still within range. So like the rule you're looking at probably defers to, oh, you moved away 5 feet so you can't grapple him anymore. But this
What
thing's
did-
reach has, like, it's a long reach.
Alright.
Yeah.
Where does the reach count for? Is it like that square?
Yeah, it takes up 4 squares. The 4 squares its body's in.
Right.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they're large creatures.
Yeah.
Anyways, Bosner. Spiritual weapon, and I guess I need to cast it. I hate playing as a fucking player. Spiritual weapon. Spiritual weapons are... Don't know what the rules on casting are. Well, if it's ranged it'll be disadvantaged, but... Okay, that misses. He still has the main action. Oh, he's just gonna attack with disadvantage, I think. Okay, that misses enemies. Great turn, Wozner. Keep it up. Ironveer. Currently grappled. And you got chomped.
I'm getting the fuck out of there.
It's got its long tendrils just like...
As my bonus action, I'm going to use Misty Step to move beside, what's his name?
Pew! Poof!
And then I'm going to fucking throw acid in the bastard's face. Level 3.
Spit on it.
And I'm going to use my fucking Bardic Inspiration on that.
Wait. What are the components to Misty Step?
V.
Just verbal. Yeah, okay, you're fine. So you just mutter that under your breath and poof! You get released from the grapple and you're back. And that does not hit.
I'm rolling a 1d8.
Oh, you trying to inspire yourself? Okay. Oh, trying to use the inspiration.
That does not hit.
Can't
That does
help.
not. Whew. The orb flies off to the side and splashes against the cave wall.
That's my turn.
This creature, which was floating towards you, begins floating away.
Nice.
Because a smart creature.
We've faced him like 3 times now. Surely we know what they are by now.
They're called Grell,
Grell, that was it. We
and
did
they're like
find
big
out.
brains with beaks and tentacles. It's the black bear's turns. What would you like
Okay,
them to
so-
do?
The one that is injured is
Yes.
trying to get free.
You want them to get free?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you've got the sheet. So yeah, just roll me a strength check with this sheet.
On mine,
With the black bear sheet.
they don't have strength on their shit.
There should be.
No,
Let's see.
there's just a picture.
Black bear. Oh, right. I'll change that soon. I'll do it for you. So the one who's injured makes a strength check and rolls a 20, so he gets out.
Good. The other one tries to bite the creature.
Okay, it's gonna be disadvantaged. 'Cause he's thingied. But yeah, bite. For his action. He can make 2 attacks, 1 bite and 1 claw. So you can do both.
Yeah, do both.
So the bite misses, he's writhing around and the tendrils are just like whipping him back and forward. And the claw hits. The claw slashes into its body as it's like pulling the bear closer. Takes 4 points of slashing.
Okay. And then the other two attacks the one that are taking green.
Sure. So they come down. This bear bite and a claw. So they both miss. And another bite and another claw. Wow, that was terrible. They all miss completely.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
The 2 bears just come rushing in and the tendrils just like slap them about and push them away as they're like trying to claw and bite at it.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, that's them.
Oh wait, what did you use again? You haven't done your action this turn? Oh no, that's Black Bear's turn.
No, it's
Fuck,
not me.
I'm getting
It's
mixed
the
up.
black bears.
Elhorn, you're up, bud.
Bears.
Oh boy, it's already my turn.
Yep.
How violently is he flapping about his tentacles?
I mean they come to us. They come still, like every so often if you want to take a whack at them. If that's what you're thinking.
Is it reachable?
If you get in melee.
But are they like lifted off the ground?
Oh yeah, you can reach them. These creatures are huge. They're like 9 feet, 10 feet tall. Pretty girthy though. But
So
they aren't they aren't ginormous.
Could I go on the same pace as Bosnia?
Could you go into the same space?
Mm-hmm.
No, because you can't occupy the same space as another creature.
Okay, so it's not like floating in the air.
No.
Oh wait, I didn't mean to be fuck.
You try and go around and find a space that's unoccupied.
Does that bear really have to take up 2 squares?
It's a bear, man.
Fucking bears. Okay, I will.
Where the fuck is? Ah, here they are.
See. Okay, I'm gonna cast. What's the range? 30 feet cool.
Come on.
Don't know if it would affect people or not. Because it says.
Better make your
Eight.
action, mate.
Fuck it. Gonna cast fear on that one.
Okay. Each creature in a 30-foot cone. So, is that gonna affect your allies? Seems like it is.
It's gonna affect Bosnia if I line up correctly.
Okay. Concentration of creature's worst fear. What does it make? A wisdom save.
A wisdom of 13.
It fails.
Yay!
Bosner. It's pretty wise, but we'll see.
drop whatever
Oh
he's
wait,
holding
that
and
wasn't
become
a
fried.
save. So it would have been even higher, so he saves.
Okay.
So
it
this
doesn't
creature,
affect both.
this creature's worst nightmare. Take a dash action to move away from you when it can on its turn. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
It has to drop things. It says specifically.
It's not its turn though.
Yeah, I know. Yes, that's me.
Nihao. Your turn. Jida? Oh, she's pinging.
Yeah.
Bring down.
I'm cutting infestation on this one.
Sure, show me what the spell does.
As a cantrip, so. Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah, that hits. Wait, was that when you clicked that?
Says... Yeah.
Oh, just click the text.
It says the target must succeed on a constitution save. Oh wait, I put it in the chat.
Yeah, just put it in. It fails. So you need to
That
roll
one.
damage. So just click where the infestation text is.
I did. It comes out no ability was found.
It's not working for you. It's working for me fine.
So 2d6.
Okay.
Yeah, just roll 2d6.
I'll take Jordan's roll. It's already an 8.
Alright, it takes 1d6 poison damage and moves 5 feet in a random direction. If it can move. Does it move on that turn?
You need to roll 1d4, and then one is north, two south, east. And this
West.
one is moving west.
Okay,
Oh fuck, it's moving closer to me.
so it moves and pushes his grin whilst doing so.
Okay, then for my movement, I move near Ironville.
Okay.
And
Is
that's
she in
me.
reach?
Okay. It tries to tendril Angrod. Well, we'll do movement first, since this guy's feared. So he needs to take a dash action, right? That means it doesn't have an action.
Yeah,
Okay, so...
but the safest available route.
Are my bears scared as well?
No, because it's a cone, so it's only hit Bosnia and the creature.
There.
Okay.
It breaks line of sight with you and runs its full speed. It doesn't get an action because dash is an action. However, the other one tries to reel Angrod in first.
Oh, Nelly.
Tendrils. 17?
Oh, God.
Alright. You're grappled. Next. Ironveer.
Oh boy.
Tendril. Here we go. 22.
What? Fuck you. What?
Next one. Nihal. 19.
Yeah.
You're grappled. Then it reels you all into melee range. 25 feet. You guys were all within that. And I'm gonna roll a d4 to see who it hits. Oops.
From top to bottom, let's go.
Angrod.
Top.
Two.
No.
Top to bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I got 4. So it bites Angrod.
Frank.
It doesn't look too keen on eating Frank. However, advantage because you're grappled. You take 27 points of piercing damage, Angrod. 25 to
Wait.
hit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's your turn.
So,
Up next. Oh wait, I forgot. It failed its wisdom save with the grin, so it might drop him.
Did the bears in Bosnia get opportunity attacks on the tentacle man?
They did not. Uh, he dropped the grapple. Sure, I'll give him attacks of opportunity. So the bears will bite,
Bite and claw.
and Bosner will try and whack at them with his warhammer. Okay, that's a crit from one of the bears. 6, 7, 8, 9 from the bear. 10 on top of 16 damage altogether. Yeah. So Bosner comes, whacks it as it starts slowly moving away, and one of the bears gets a nice bite into it and takes a chunk at one of the tentacles. The tendrils, I should say. It failed its wisdom save. It probably drops Grin just instinctively with that illusion. So Grin's not grappled. Angrod, though, you are, and it's your turn.
I. Oh, please don't do that.
You're being munched on.
Yep.
Is
It's got a
is this
big
thing
maw.
accurate to its picture?
Pretty
Has
accurate.
Has it got a big gaping mouth?
Yes. It's been
Well-
chomping into y'all, so.
Right. I'll be a brave boy.
Mm.
I'm gonna
So-
fire this in its mouth. Limited power.
Unlimited power! Sure. Make a ranged spell attack at disadvantage because you're in melee and grappled.
Yeah.
So just a d20 plus your spell attack mod. Which should be plus 7ish.
Plus 6.
Oof. Woo.
Wow.
Well, the first roll you definitely miss. How'd you get
Feels
to?
bad.
How'd you get? Is that just a mistake? The second roll?
Oh, you said with disadvantage.
Oh yeah, right enough. Oh yeah, you miss. So you just bzz, and as you're like trying to lightning it, it just like whips you around as it's got you grappled, and it sets you off course, and you start lightning the ceiling and shit like that.
I then shout to the boy. I'm like, boy, it thinks you're a fire elementals. Do fire elemental things.
He looks at you as you're grappled and like getting flung up and down in the air, and he's just like standing there looking at you. He's just like,
I'm like, boy.
he's just like, he's looking at you confused, like what the fuck is this guy talking about?
I'm like,
Because he doesn't know, he doesn't see it.
I know. And I'm like, I'm just shouting. I'm like, just go punch it.
He thinks you're unhinged and turns back and is ready to take his turn.
Oh my god.
He is going to so many character sheets. He is going to hold out his hand in a gun-like motion and fire a bolt of lightning out of it. Let's see what that does. Wait, he's
Motherfuckers
probably.
stealing my idea.
Let's see. Is that a ranged spell attack? Oh shit! This is like one of those line attacks. Okay, so straight through it, and he's not disadvantaged because he's melee. Each creature in the line needs to make a dex saving throw. Yeah, that fails. Rolled a 4. 8d6 lightning.
8d6.
Yeah. 15 points. It's basically AoE as well. So yeah, he just like points his hand out and a big bolt of lightning, like a special beam cannon, just shoots out of his fingers and slams into it, and you just see the electricity cascading over its body like zzz, and takes some damage. Yeah, he's not gonna move out because he doesn't want to get whipped. Fuck. Alright, he's gonna try and back off 5, 10, 15. And it's gonna get an attack of opportunity with its reaction. Bite. Oh, I think it misses. So as he like backs off, it comes in for the chomp, trying to get its lunch. Frank.
Remember, it assumes he's a fire elemental.
Oh, right enough. He probably wouldn't have chomped him, but I would have redacted that. Oh my god, Frank's rolling like shit. He just rolled an 8. Frank comes in for the hook, and it's just like, and misses.
And I'm like, I should say to Arrow, if you're tell the bird to cut the tendril.
Bosner is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Move down here. Uses spiritual weapon to attack. First and foremost. That misses. Good shit. And he's gonna use his action to cast. Fuck knows. Guiding bolt. Misses. Never mind. Bosner just like fucking caught off guard, doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He's just like, my son.
Bosner, your son is inside of him.
What? I'm going in. Arenveer, you're grappled. You're getting
Right,
chewed up.
I'm gonna use another fucking Misty Step.
Poof! Yep.
I'm
We're
gonna go
to-
beside Bosna.
Okay.
And then I am going to point. Give me 1 second. Right, I'm going to point at this point here. Oh shit.
Which
This
point?
here.
Okay. So behind it.
And I am going to cast a fucking fireball.
Okay.
I'm going to cast it at level 4.
Oh shit. Go for it. Needs to make a dex
What
save.
is that shit?
And these aren't the most dexterous of creatures if you haven't noticed. Oh my god. 2. Even fails. So it takes 29 points of...
No, it takes 32 points.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Higher level cast. Nice. Okay, 32. Nice. So yeah, this... You just like cast and this big ball of fire coalesces and slams into the ground behind it and causing this huge explosion. It's like a large AoE, right? 30 feet.
20 feet, 20 feet.
Yeah, so it catches just hitting the back, and you can see its tendrils like whipping around as if like fires start to burn it. And yeah, 32. It looks pissed. Anything else?
No, that's me.
This thing's gone. Whoop. He's away. He pieced out when he saw like this shit going down. The bears, however, what would you like the bears to do? Jida.
So those two, what's it? Those two
Yep.
attacks the creature.
Sure. So do these ones first. Bite and a claw, bite and a claw. So miss, 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 miss.
Okay, then the other two attack the other creature.
The other two to get the other one.
Yeah.
Okay, so he needs to go here, and he needs to go here. Oh shit! Fucking, I hate using these tokens out. 2 spaces. Bite, bite, claw, claw. Miss, miss, miss. One hits. Phew. One of them gets a claw in and slashes it. And it's kind of like looking around. It's realizing it's like surrounded. And its tendrils are just like trying to whip everyone away and defend itself, basically. Elhorn, what would you like to do?
Move up
Mm-hmm.
and sword attack this guy.
Oh, sorry, I was wrong. This should have been here.
Am I in reach or should I move?
No, no, you're in reach. It's these 4 squares. I know it's hard to see. The 4 squares that's bodies within, like the
Okay.
base.
Yeah, got you. Yes.
Short sword attack hits. And you just hitting at its body, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
No particular
No,
aim. Oh.
hits. Damn, that one crit. Nice. +1. Yep. So they both hit.
Yes,
13.
that's me.
Yeah. So you come in and just like slash at its body, and it's kind of reeling back, and its kind of tentacles are just lashing around, and doesn't look too happy. I'll say that.
He's still frightened.
You don't know. They have to make a save every turn.
No, it lasts for a minute if he fails.
It lasts for a minute. Do I not get a save at the end of each turn? Or the start?
Doesn't specify.
I'm sure conditions like that you get to try and save.
It would say if there was one, but
It's-
this one
it's-
doesn't.
Targeted by fear, yeah?
There you
Okay,
go.
let's see. Well frightened, this... One action. Concentration. Each creature... Well frightened, the creature must make a dash action to move away from you by the safest available route on each of its turns, unless there's nowhere to move. If the creature ends...
The moth. That's close.
Oh, yeah, but I fucked up. Because it ended its turn when it... Okay, so I'll roll now. Because it ended its turn breaking line of sight of you last turn. And it gets to make a save. It fails. It's still feared.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if it breaks line of sight of you on its turn, it gets to, at the end of its turn, make a save.
Almost fucked that one up.
Yeah. Is that you?
I attacked. I moved. Yes, that's me.
Nihal, you.
I want to cast Flame Blade,
Oh shit. Go for it.
level 4.
Variables, somatic, and material. Fire blade in your free hand, and a blade similar to your scimitar, and it lasts for duration. When you let
And
go, you...
I'm not sure if I can use it immediately or I have to wait for the next turn.
You can evoke the blade again. Okay, you can use your action to make a melee spell attack with the blade. Melee spell attack, yeah, so roll a d20 and add your spell attack modifier. And disadvantage, so do it twice, because you're grappled.
What's my spell attack modifier?
You should see, you know, at the top of your spell sheet.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, that'll be it. So d20 plus that.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, you miss. But you get this. You've still got this fiery blade in your hand, and if you hit it, you would have dealt 3d6. What level did you cast it at? 4.
4.
Okay. Is it a level 4 spell?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It
Yeah,
says I can cast it at level 4.
Yeah, so each of your turns you can roll that dice again and make a attack with it.
Okay.
This thing's turn, however. We'll do this one first. Shit. It's gonna take its dash action to climb up the wall.
I knew it.
Uh,
Spider-Man.
15, 20. So it's like 20 feet up this wall. And if you're in melee, you get to make attacks. Including the bears. The bears miss.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Useless.
They're not strong, black bears, really. They're not the strongest of animals. It's hence why you got 4 of them, though.
Yeah, but they can make 2 attacks, so they
Ah,
should compensate.
yeah, not as reactions, though.
I almost failed. It's fine.
Yep. You miss. So it's up there, and it can attack because it uses dash action. CC's OP, boys.
Can you still see me? Unless you can make a save.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, in line of sight.
you're
yeah.
still in line of sight, so you can make a save. It's just running away. It's like.
Interesting how every creature makes a reset.
Yep, everyone. Guess what? You guys are all within 25 feet. So it is going to try to reel Elhorn in first. 21. Oh, I was trying to
Wait.
grapple you first with a tendril.
From there?
Yep.
Oh, fuck. 25 feet.
Yep.
19 to hit.
Yeah, you're grappled. Iron Veer 12, it misses. And... fuck it, one of the bears. Yeah. So this bear's grappled. Elhorn's grappled. And you get reeled in 25 feet. Whoa. Get reeled, son.
Choo choo.
And it is going to roll a d4 again. Let's see who it hits. Nihal.
Aha.
Right. 14 to hit.
I have 14.
Oh, it hits. So you take 20 points of piercing damage.
Oh, fuck off.
It's just like bringing you all in and just chomping on each of you as it brings its tendrils up. Angrod,
You can't.
your turn.
Right. I can tell my aim is a bit off with my magic. So,
Just a bit.
naturally, just a wee cheeky bit. So,
You can by all means try and attack the tendril.
yeah, I will attack the tendril with my dagger.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That does not hit. Fuck.
Fucking hell, I'm getting stuck here.
That's your action.
Yeah. I don't think I can do anything. No, I don't even, I can't even do anything with my bonus action.
Damn.
I mean, I can't even like try and wriggle free, kinda. That'd be an action.
Yeah, trying to get over grapples in action.
Yeah. Right, I'll just end my turn. I'll go to the toilet, be back in a minute.
Grin's going to move forward, take out the whip and lash it at this creature, hitting it. 7 damage. Does he have bonus action stuff? That's an action. Oh, he's got... Fuck! Grin's got Misty Step. Oh well. The more you know. Yeah, nothing else though. Okay. Then he's gonna move back. 5, 10, 15, 20. Cool. Frank. He's just reeing and just hooking at this thing. Misses. Bosner. Move his spiritual weapon over. He's probably thinking, oh, I want the XP, because of metagame. And he gets the spirit weapon out. Oh, he hasn't taken damage either.
He's gonna say, what's the XP? I missed that part.
Spiritual weapon. Misses. He can't reach it if he melees. He's gonna have to move like... Guiding bolt. Oh, that hits. Wow. The actual hit. Cool. Damage. 13. Not bad. 13 radiant. And I believe you get advantage when you attack this creature now, because Guiding Bolt emanates like a radiant light around it.
Nice.
If I remember correctly, I'm sure that's what it does. Fucking clerics.
I can verify in 2 seconds.
The next attack roll made against the creature before the end of your next turn has advantage. Yep.
Just him.
No. The next person to attack it gets advantage. Iron Bear. It's got like a faint glow around its body, so it's easier to see.
The synergy is real.
Yeah, he just aimed out his warhammer and just shot off this radiant glow and beam of light. But
Is it my turn now?
Yep.
Right. I'm gonna point right there.
No, but
wait, before you do stuff, he is like 20 feet up on the wall.
That doesn't matter, man. It's like 150 foot range.
Okay.
As long as I can see him.
Right, just because you started pointing like over there and stuff.
So if I... Right, so basically I didn't want it to hit any of our fucking allies, right? So
Sure.
if I hit there,
What
but
is it?
say like... Can you see my arrow?
Yeah, yeah.
So if I hit in this, if I point in this square here, but like 20 feet higher where he is,
Yes.
it'll hit him, right? And it won't hit anything else.
He's got like cover there. If it's like an AoE
I mean, I believe it goes round corners and shit. Hold on.
Okay, if it goes
Let me-
around corners, then yeah, that hits.
Let me double check.
Because he is round a corner from that square.
Flashes for your pointer finger to a point you choose within range and blossoms with a low roaring and explosion of flame. Fire spreads around corners, ignites flammable objects, and blah blah blah.
Yeah, it hits then if it goes around corners.
Right.
Why not just
Fireball.
cast it on him when he's already like...
Because then the bears die, Bosner gets hit, I possibly get hit. Oh shit,
Yeah,
I
but
clicked
he's
fly
fucking
instead,
idiot.
ignore that.
What the fuck?
So he needs to make a dex save. Another fireball.
Yeah.
19. He got 2 crits. I rolled 2 20s.
Ken, hell. So half damage then.
So 14. So as you like point to this point, and there's just explosion of fire comes out of nowhere and turns around this corner and ignites it, and you see the tendrils like wriggling incessantly, and like the slaver just coming out of its gaping maw, and the eye just like burns out of its socket and it flops down to the ground, and it's dead.
Finally.
It's like, it just dies.
See, Bead of Force. Could I use that as a bonus action?
No, I'm gonna say because you're throwing it. No.
Oh, no, use an action now. Right, never mind then.
Alright, it is the bears' turns.
What movement do they have?
They have 40 feet of movement.
Okay, then they're going closer to the other thing than
5,
they
10,
attack.
15. So you want it to run here?
Yeah, everybody attacks.
Uh,
Even the one in the tentacle.
There's like no space for the other one to get there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. The other bear can get to like here.
Okay, so 3 of them attacks.
Sure. Oh wait,
The
this
other one just
one would have
dodge.
to be like this. But sure. 3 attacks. So that's 3 bites, 2, 3, and 3 claws. Oh, 1 crit. 1 crit and another hit. So that's 9. That's 15. So yeah, like they all just come rushing at once and they're just like fucking jumping at it. As it, again, like its tendrils are just pushing them away and whacking half of their attacks away, but a couple get in and get a good claw and a good bite in here and there.
Good.
They're doing stuff. Elhorn.
Can I still multi-attack even though I'm grappled?
Yep. But it's just a disadvantage.
I would try and cut the tentacle I'm grappled with.
Yeah, you can try and cut the tentacle. Make an attack.
17?
Let me just check. I believe tentacles have the same AC. Yeah, you miss.
Oh, miss.
Yeah. It's just writhing around and it's got you, and they're pretty hard to hit.
I didn't think this through. 22?
That hits. Same. Are you doing the tendril?
Yeah.
Let's see.
8 damage.
You cut deep as fuck into one of the tendrils, the one that's grappling you, but like as it gives out like a, it's still got you. It's grappled, but the tendrils like barely hanging on. It's loose. You're gonna have advantage if you like try and escape, because the tendrils like barely holding on, but you cut through most of it like 3/4 in.
Well, that would be an action, right?
Yeah, it's an action to get out.
Yeah, that's fine then. That's me.
Nihal.
Yeah, I use the blade.
You roll again, because you're grappled and at disadvantage.
I did.
Oh, you did? I only see the one roll. I see a 19. It doesn't matter. 19 doesn't hit. So
fuck's
you're just like, you're just hard, man. It's hard when you're grappled and getting flung all over the place in the air.
And then, as my bonus action, I want to summon my totem spirit.
Okay. Where do you want to summon it?
Here.
Which square? The one next to Elhorn?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a totem here. And, oh. Advance to front. Is that a token? No.
Put the thingy.
Put us. Oh, fuck. Here, there's your totem. What's the range on it?
I think it's 60,
Is
30
it?
foot radius.
30-foot radius, cool. So, there. Anyone in that circle gets the benefits, which is the Hawk Spirit, aiding you and your allies with keen sight, and you can use your reaction to grant advantage to an attack roll.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so you still have your advantage, Nihal.
Which circle?
This.
How big?
Oh wait, do you guys not see it?
Nah.
No.
Maybe. Oh wait, I think I can make visible somehow. Oh, I know what it is. It's because not everyone has access to the spirit weapon. If I use a torch, all of you are in it. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Everyone gets the benefits.
How the fuck is there a giant lizard type? Who the fuck still has control of a giant lizard?
Everyone, I think.
Yeah.
As more or less this. Just Bosner is out.
Here. Do you see the circle now?
Yes.
everyone in that circle gets the benefit.
The whole circle or just the very bright one?
The no, the yellow circle,
Okay.
the whole thing.
Alright,
I just put a torch in and just give it a radius of 30. Okay. So yeah, whenever someone attacks Nihal, you can use your reaction to give them advantage.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's cool. Fuck. And you get advantage on wisdom, perception checks whilst in the aura. Ropers. Oh, I gave away what they're called. But the roper, currently is
Who's the
grappling
giant lizard?
some bitch, probably Chaba.
Frank for beyond the grave might be human.
Fuck. This thing's like in desperation mode. But he's too slow to run away. It's,
What language does it speak?
wouldn't you like to know? But it makes a chomp for. Let's roll for it. Fuck it.
Okay, roll for it.
Fuck
RNG.
it. 2. So, Nihal.
Me.
Yeah.
Yay.
She might be dead.
19 hit.
Exactly, I'm 0.
No, you're at 18 piercing damage, not 19.
Okay, I have 1 left.
Yeah, 18 piercing damage. It was 19 to hit though. And it's going to move 5 feet back and drag you guys with it because it's at half movement speed. It's got you like writhing above the black bear. Oh shit. To back. There we go. Anyways, Angrod.
Hello?
Andrew. Andrew?
Did you not go for a piss like 20 minutes ago?
A piss, eh?
Oh,
Oh, here he is.
I've been here the entire time. I've just been muted.
Sure.
Right. Sure. Right, here we go. We're establishing.
Disadvantage. Oh, you got dragged as well. You're here.
No?
Oh, man.
It gets advantage.
Only if
If I wasn't grappled.
Nihal said so.
Yeah, it does.
A bit late now, I'll give you it. But you're supposed to declare before he rolls, because you see. I say
Oh,
roll,
for fuck's
roll
sake.
another attack,
Right.
since you got advantage. So,
Nihal, do you grant advantage?
Yes.
Thank you, Nihal.
But kill it.
you miss.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Feels bad, man.
I'm not
Why
giving
did
you
you miss?
advantage anymore.
22 does hit, but as meant roll again because you rolled an 11 and your second roll was a 15.
Oh.
Because you can't retroactively say, I'll give you advantage. And anyways, it would have cancelled out.
Yeah. That's what
I know it would have cancelled it. I was just hoping to get away with that one.
If that's your turn though, I believe you don't have shit you can do in bonus actions. It's up to you.
Just cry like a bitch.
Grin.
Just shout, you're a fucking fire elemental to it. Fucking act like one.
God, he's like, thinks you're just unhinged at this point.
At this point I am. I think I'm unhinged.
Wait, oh yeah. So he points out his hand and casts a big ray of frost.
And I'm like, no!
And it misses anyways. It like shoots past you, Angrod, as it's like writhing around, and like just barely whiffs past its head. Question mark. And he's just like, what the fuck? Anyways, Frank, Hook, usual. That misses.
One.
Bosner. Spiritual weapons can go like 30 feet, right?
I think.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go like float above this bear. That's as far as it can go. And then he can move to get vision on it and cast something, I guess. What's the cantrips has this nigger got? Sacred Flame. Fuck it. Deck save. Fails. Takes 9 radiant damage. Cool. Yeah, so Blizzard just runs over, points his hammer, and a big radiant light shoots up from beneath this roper, and it kind of writhes around as it's trying to retreat. Arenvir, very slowly. It's like slowly moving away.
What have I got?
I give you advantage. Just in case.
You can
only
only
have one
you
reaction.
only get one reaction a turn.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's why you need to choose. Like, oh, I want you to have the advantage or whatever. But when it's your turn again, you get a reaction back and can use it again.
I want to blind it.
Sure.
By taking its other eye, you bastard.
Con throw.
Con save. My saves have been all single digits pretty much. I'm not gonna lie, honestly. I fail
It can make a con saving throw
at the end of
like,
its turn.
at the end of each year's turn.
So it's blind
So
effectively.
it's blind as fucking out. Basically gives it like disadvantage on everything. Right?
Pretty much. Who says it relies on its sight though?
No.
Da-da-da.
It does have an
That's for me.
eye. Okay. Bears. Do you just attack?
Okay, can that bear move on this side? So it can
Oh, my.
attack.
40 feet. We'll find out. Let's see.
Do the
15.
space thing.
Bear
Yeah.
Force 1.
Yeah, it can. It can run round.
Good. So all of them attack.
Yeah, and it's one of them's flying. Well, you're grappled. I'm not gonna say that's flanking. Sure. So bite, 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 claw, 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 claw. Did it do 2 hits? 1 barely misses. 12 points of damage as they continue to just barrage this thing with claws and teeth, and this thing continues to writhe in desperation and push them away when it can. Elhorn.
Again.
Yep.
Tentacle.
What was that?
Wait. Mm. Yeah, fuck it. Go for his tentacle.
Okay, the one that's already weakened. Oh, it's grappled you.
Yeah, the one I'm pulling.
That doesn't hit.
Ah, fuck.
Nope.
Okay. Because I'm there.
Does it? Well.
Nihal.
Yeah. Attack with the fucking blade.
Go ahead, disadvantage.
It should cancel out, no? Because it's blind.
Oh shit, you're right. It's blind.
Can I use
Anything.
advantage on me?
So let me retcon. It's blind, so what the bears get more hits on it. Another 9, 18, 17 damage. Oh, okay.
He's dead.
Nope, it's not dead, but fuck me, is wrecked. You would have missed even if you hanged.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, back to Nihal. You have regular attacks because it's blind, so you're not disadvantaged. Still miss.
Oh, fuck off.
You just have this flaming scimitar and you're just like, trying to hack at it, just missing completely.
And then that's me.
Yeah, it's basically on death's door. It's gonna try and take one of you guys down with it.
Me.
And let's find out who. 3.
Two.
That's Elhorn.
Oh.
Oh, thank God.
So it's gonna chomp
Chomp.
at you. 17?
Nope.
Yep, that's even with advantage. It doesn't even have advantage. But yeah,
Should
miss.
probably have disadvantage if it's blind.
Yeah, but it's cancelled out by the grapple.
It's even.
It misses. It would have been 28 points of piercing. Angrod. This thing's on death's
Right.
door. It's like tentacles falling off. It's all like clawed and bitten to pieces.
Right, there's no way this can miss, right? Fucking magic missile.
Yeah, you just like. How do you want to do it? How do you want to kill it?
I'm just like gonna like my hands just like flail a bit. Just like chucking these missiles at.
Yeah, you're just like lobbing them like grenades or javelins or something, just like these arcane bolts flying out of your hands. It just slams into it. One of them just pierces through its eye, which basically went all white when it turned blind, and like just explodes inside of it, and it falls to the ground, dropping all of you. It's now dead.
Yes,
Oh.
I'm still alive.
I think Bosnia would like to heal you.
Yeah, Bosner will heal people. Who does he want to heal?
Me.
Okay, so Cure wins at level 3 for
Me.
Nihal. You get that many points back. 11.
That is 7.
11. Plus the 4 up top.
Okay.
And that was a level 3 spell slot. And who else needs it?
Me.
Okay. He probably wouldn't do this if he was here, so I don't know if I should.
No, he does at the end of rounds normally, he does.
I think he has an AoE as well.
I've got healing spells too if anybody needs.
That's for Angrod. 11.
11.
Well, heal yourself, Nihal, if you have spells.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna use healing hands on myself.
What's this spell
I
do?
am under half health.
Wait, what the hell
heal.
does Prayer of Healing do? Is that when you're resting? Up to 6 creatures within your choice regain. Okay, so whoever needs it, you get 12 points as well.
Take that.
Everybody.
6 people. So whoever looks hurt,
Me.
which would
What
be.
the name of the guy has?
He would probably choose Aranvir, Angrod, Elhor, Nihal, everyone basically, yeah. Fuck the bears.
I fuck
Yeah,
the bears,
the
man.
bear-
Just constant. I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
The
heal.
bears are
you
going
say
to
that?
disappear anyway.
Yeah, they're gonna disappear.
Bear Force 1.
But everyone
Heal
else.
Ren instead of me.
I mean, there's 6 of you, including Frank, who aren't
Oh, how is
Bosner.
that guy feeling?
He is feeling. I think he's completely healthy. I don't think he took a bite.
Oh,
Yeah,
fucking
that's-
bastard.
He's fine. He never took a bite.
Useless cunt.
What? He lightninged them. So what are you guys doing at this point? You've just defeated these strange stalagmite creatures with big tendrils, and the bears are about to dissipate. Phew. How long does that shit last? The conjure animals.
I'll tell you. When I find it.
Yeah,
It's probably like an hour.
probably.
Yeah, 1 hour.
Yeah, they're still hanging around. But yeah, the rest of you, what are you all doing?
Where did we come from? The safe.
Well,
It's south on
I
the
guess
map, but
Iron
that's
Beard was to
west.
try and get body parts from the thing.
No for these, no.
You don't meet the specifications.
Frank can have some of his.
Yeah, Frank goes over to the tendril that Elhor almost chopped off and just starts pecking at the insides of it. And you can see
Go on.
after a few pecks, he just rears his head up and shakes it like in disapproval. Like, "Rah!" You guys have spoiled him, so he doesn't like it. It's like, "Meh."
You're spoiled, but it's still not trained.
Nope.
I'm working on it.
I say to pasty white drow grab my leg.
Yep.
I
He's
say
an
to-
edgy boy. He's a bit of an edgy boy. If you look at him.
see quite, you can see quite fine.
If you had let me fix him, we wouldn't be having this.
Blackface is not permitted.
I say to him, have you ever heard of the spell Phantasmal Force?
I have heard of it, but my master has not taught me the ways of the illusion.
Well, I used it on you there. Next time I tell you you're a fire elemental, or whatever the fuck, you fucking act like it, okay?
How am I to believe you? Like, you just seemed maddened. I didn't know if the creature was having an effect on you.
What?
Just,
Trust me, that's normal for him. He gets overexcited.
I just shut him off. I'm like, this boy's gonna just stress me out more than you, Elhorn.
Take it as a compliment, thank you.
He turns to Elhorn and says, I meant no offense. I do not know what his problem is.
Oh, Hellhor or Angrod?
Angrod.
Many problems.
He's a racist.
We're all racist.
Excuse me.
Okay, you necrophile, shall calm down.
I've not fucked a corpse yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're building one.
He's building the
Building
ultimate
several.
being. Fuck.
It's just a
She's a
massive
fuck us around
toy.
3,000.
Of like 8 arms to fucking.
Do you not? Are you sure you don't want those tentacles?
Oh,
Have
actually.
a good addition. Okay.
Fine addition to my collection.
This is getting weird.
So you guys are just moving on, or because Grin's just like collecting himself and getting ready to move on.
Yeah, I think
Well,
we should.
If it hasn't been that long since the last rest, then yeah.
It's been hours. It's been some time actually. Like half the day's gone by. A good sort of 6 hours of traveling.
I say we go forward, try and find something better place to rest.
Agree.
You guys continue on for the next few hours, and you start to feel the fatigue setting in, and eventually you find a suitable cavern, some place to rest, not unlike the many other caverns you've rested in the past, and you get set up for the night. Who is taking first watch?
Me?
Okay. As you're all getting settled in, just roll me a perception check.
Oh.
So as you're sitting there, everyone's all resting up. Frank, Grin, you can see he's staying awake for the time being. Sort of off, away from, not too far from you all, but most of you. And
Is he behaving like Zilch?
no.
Zero
Well,
gone.
it depends what you mean by behaving like Zilch. He's just keeping a little bit of distance, not too much. But your watch goes by, you hear like the drippings of water in the distance, like faintly, and you don't see anything in particular, even at disadvantage, which that would have been, since it's pitch black in here. But as your watch ends, who wants second watch?
Take it.
I'll go.
Elhorn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Am I muted?
Oh, Elhorn or Ironbeard?
Feels bad, man.
Oh well, Elhorn's relegated to watch. You can stay up with him if you want.
No, I'll take the next one.
Okay. Perception at disadvantage, matey. Roll another.
Oh.
Ooh.
The blind bard strikes again.
Yeah, it's kind of common with you, eh?
Yep.
Okay. As you're on your watch, you feel a strange influence over yourself.
Can you elaborate?
What is your current hit points?
54.
You feel your eyelids getting heavy. And as you were currently watching over everyone as they sleep, blackness, or I should say darkness, comes over you. Oh, you don't. You feel an influence over your body and you shrug it off.
I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
But looking around, you can't see
Soldiers.
anything.
Must have been the wind. Can I see Grendel?
Grin's asleep.
Okay.
Or he
Maybe
appears to be.
Zed is back.
Okay.
Would you like to do anything else?
How far into my watch is this?
Like an hour in.
Oh. I will.
Mm-hmm.
How gathered up is everyone?
How?
Like, are we in one place?
Kind of. You
Are
guys kind of
we-
take your own place, like, you know.
Are we in a 10-foot radius?
No.
Fuck.
Should have done it to start with.
Should have fucked up, mate. Nope. Must have been the wind.
Alright.
-1 intelligence.
I'm
If we
acting
keep
like it.
going -1, we're going minus.
That sounds about right for Elhorn.
Alright, corpse fucker.
Yeah. Although you try and keep an eye out. It's hard to see. For the rest of your watch, nothing seems to happen.
Okay. Who's next?
Final watch. It's up to you.
I'll let Arambeer know my strange experience. Like, watch out.
Yeah, you just
Something
felt. You felt
Try
like
to tickle me.
you felt like the faint presence of like magic trying to influence you a little bit.
The wind is evil.
The dark side is stronger here.
The Phaedrus. It's influencing
Maybe
your
she-
mind.
Maybe you should have someone else have a watch with you.
Maybe we should briefly wake everybody up, get them within a 10-foot radius, and you could protect everybody.
If you want to wake everyone up, sure.
For the sake of safety, I think it's a good idea.
But Frank won't be protected.
Why not?
It doesn't house large creatures.
He's too big.
Oh, poor Frank.
Alright,
He's gonna die.
Hey!
You do not speak against one of the most valued members of this team.
You guys are
He
asleep.
is the team. Aye, right. So I suggest that's what we do.
On you go then.
Is Green okay with that?
Fuck 'em. I walk up to them
Um,
and start kicking feet. Move closer together.
Grin's like, what? Why?
There's a strange influence. Elhorn felt. It's better to be safe.
Some magic, to be exact. I would
Mm,
like to put up my dome so we can be protected.
Everyone loves a bit of magic.
Okay, if you say so. And he kind of apprehensively walks over to you guys as you're grouped up.
I want to go up to Frank,
Mm-hmm.
give him a piece of meat, and say, sit. Stay. And I just like lower my hands.
He's like,
Okay.
he looks
And then,
irritated.
oh no.
Business as usual.
And if we are grouped up,
Liam
then
and so-
Tiny
Sure. You pop up this, I believe it's like a half circle, a half sphere, I should say, and you got a hut up where I believe you can like tint it or some shit.
tent.
You can cast spells and move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through. As you pop up, Frank starts pecking at it, trying to get in, because he's been in it before. He's like, he's pecking at it, like trying to get in.
Bless him. Bless
No,
him.
he has been before. When he was
Aye,
young.
but he's too big.
Well, now he is. Right?
Feels
I
bad.
like reach out and try and pat him.
I believe you can pass through it, so
As long as I don't leave it, it's fine.
you put your hand through and pet him, and he tries to get in through the part you made, like you put your arm through. It's like trying to poke his head through it,
Not today.
and that's where we'll finish up.
Okay.
You guys have leveled up,
Yay!
probably. I'll give you your
Most
XP.
likely.
How much XP do you get? How close are you to leveling up?
Like 300.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
you level up.
Oh yeah, yes.